Yeah, how to do the quiet on set. What's up, Stan?
Hello, Dennis.
Stan, I'm not going to look you in the face this whole episode. I'm going to look at you through the computer screen.
Oh, you like that now?
Yeah.
You have a monitor to fuck with.
Yeah, I'll have to fucking look at your fucking ugly mug.
You know you like it.
Well, it is humongous.
What, my head?
Yep.
That it is.
I have a pretty big head, too.
No.
Yes, I do.
For your little body, maybe.
What the hell are you freaking calling little, dude? Are you kidding me?
Little body. You know what we're going to do today?
Bro.
We're going to talk to Jessica Penne about that time you almost got beat up by... Or you... I'll give it to you. You almost beat up Travis Browne.
No, I didn't.
You did. I have a lot of belief in you.
It was going to go down, Chinatown.
Huh.
When,
I really believe in you. You know how it is.
When are we getting her on?
She's game for 7 o'clock her time, so... Or no, 7 o'clock our time, 4 o'clock her time.
So that's in an hour.
Yep. What, do you want to jump right into somebody?
Isn't that why we do the show?
Something like that. Sometimes we like to talk to each other. I thought, oh, you just looked at me too.
Well,
You broke already.
no.
How do my levels sound?
I don't know. Like shit? Because you sound like shit.
Bro, I got the voice of Mariah Carey.
No, you don't. You're Mariah Carey has the voice of Mariah Carey.
I got the male version going on.
So kick me a fucking rhyme, dude.
No, I'm not a...
Do you want me to put on a little Mariah Carey for you?
No.
Maybe you could sing?
No.
Come on, Stan.
We'll leave the singing to you.
Stan.
We're, I was also talking to Ali today, trying to get over that brick wall that we've been dealing with lately.
Okay.
So he's going to come on the show. Not tonight, because he said he's a little under the weather and he's traveling, but he's going to come on the show probably next week and give us like an update on his roster.
All right.
So, you know, we don't have to get one guy on. We can get Ali on. Ali will tell us everything we need to know. Type of deal. What are you drinking there?
G Fuel.
What flavor?
This is Bahama Mama.
Okay. Is that your favorite one?
Yeah.
So how do you feel in this setup? It's a little warm down here. You got your air on?
It can be put lower. It's I think it's at like 73.
Your boy Cusimano hooking it up.
Yeah.
Have you hung out with Cusimano since that boating day?
Negative.
You guys haven't gone riding together?
No. We went riding together and I hit you up when we went on the boat. And that was it.
Oh, that was the extent of your guys' friendship?
Yep.
All right. So how was your Tuesday?
Tuesday,
Today?
Yeah, Tuesdays was today. So as an apprentice, I can't really do too much stuff because I haven't been like taught in it, I guess, or I don't have like certifications in certain things. So I can pretty much I can only climb poles that are dead, and what that means is that's de-energized and grounded. So there's no electricity on the pole. And so today I got to do that for the first time in 3 weeks. And this pole was down by the ocean. And poles by the ocean get like fucking really dried out. So the pole was really dry. All right. It had tail steps, which are those like little like hooks that come out of it that people climb. And your boy cut out a couple times.
What do you mean cut out? Fell?
So when your gaffs or the little spikes on the side of your shoes that you use to go in, fucking your boy went down. I mean, I didn't fall off the pole. I'm a goddamn athlete.
Yeah.
But the weight I was trying to put in the pole came out. I was like, whoa.
Were other people going down?
No.
So now
Everybody else had, like, the other two apprentices had easier poles.
So now you're past like that school training style. You're now kind of out on the job.
Yes, yeah, we're out in the field.
Yeah.
So this was like live,
Okay.
if you will. Like we were actually doing. It wasn't like I was just doing stuff just to do stuff. I was doing something that had a purpose to do a job.
Yeah.
And I cut out, and I was cool as a cucumber. But like the guys, I could tell they were like kind of sweating a little bit, like. Whoa, Dennis, like, take it easy, nice and I'm like, I got this.
You were going professional athlete speed.
Yeah, no, I wasn't trying to go fast. It was just.
It's just in your nature.
Again, I hadn't climbed in 3 weeks, And like on our very last day of climbing school, they showed us how to use our like secondary belt. So I only had 1 day of using my secondary belt, and I had to use it today. And I had to go over it's called tell. That's what like your cable and all that stuff's on. And and when I got down, they're like, yeah, you probably had the toughest pull, like, but you like handled it well.
Handled like a champion that you are.
Yeah. So that was the extent of today.
Devin Clark, our guest from yesterday, our new homie, he just wrote something pretty nice about us on Instagram.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, as you were talking. He shared our episode, and he said that it's great fun and that we crack him up. Did we crack him up yesterday?
Day.
One of the funniest things was when I re-listened to the episode, was like later in the episode, you were like, I forget what you said, but then you were like, you know what? And I would fuck you up for him for calling him Derek fucking 30 minutes ago. And I was like, dude, what the fuck?
And then someone said, I think you were like, you crack me up. I'm like, no, crack your damn teeth. I thought that was really good.
That was a good one.
Yeah, thank you.
Menace and his funny jokes.
Yep. I only have like one per episode, but
one funny one? No.
Like a real one that I think about later.
A real knee slapper.
Yeah, like I'll think about the next day. Like, you did good, Dennis. That was a good one. You're funny.
But why? Now we were talking about Felicia Spencer before. You watched that Cyborg fight, right?
Yes.
You saw that they released Cyborg.
Yes.
Crazy. Because she posted, I guess, like a thing with, I mean, they were maybe looking for a reason, but she posted like a thing talking about or wording what her and Dana White were saying when they were having a conversation backstage. And apparently Dana White was like, no, that's not really what I was saying. And then she re-released the video, or UFC re-released the video with what was actually said. And it was actually like a respectful conversation. It wasn't like, making it like he was shit-talking, or he was actually saying, no, I don't talk shit about you. I only say nice things about you.
Right, but she tried to release it kind of...
scandalously, I guess, whatever. Get people on her side or something, or she said her people did it like that. And then Dana, I guess, or whoever got pissed, and they were like, you know what? We're not even negotiating with you. Dana was like, we'll give you early release. You can go talk to Bellator. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah. So I guess.
Well, the thing is, man, they brought her over. She fucking pops hot, right?
Yeah.
They essentially make a weight class for her because she cannot make the weight class that, is already in the UFC. So they make a weight class for her. She has trouble making that weight class. It was fun. I'll be honest with you. It was fun watching her trash two girls where they didn't stand a chance. But then I was like, this is old.
Yeah.
And then my girl Amanda Nunes came in, fucking mollywopped her.
Oh, Amanda Nunes fucking put the beats on her.
And then,
Yeah.
And now she's upset.
But we're gonna get Felicia Spencer on in a little while.
Okay.
And we'll see what her thoughts are. I feel like now she's the woman at 145, to possibly fight Amanda Nunes, even off a loss. You lost to Cyborg, but now she's gone. Felicia Spencer beat that girl, Megan Anderson, so she has to be up there. Has to be up there.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk to her in a few. I'm waiting for Joey Beltran or Jocko to get back to me. We'll talk to them a little bit about what's going on with their shit.
Okay.
Get into some Caleb Rogers.
Who dropped? She's a big fan of your...
Stan Cam.
You just getting in there and really just doing your cinematography.
I don't even remember how... cinematography, Dennis.
Fuck you.
Remember how we were talking, I believe yesterday on the show, about how Colby Covington made that remark about Matt Hughes?
Yes.
Matt Hughes was actually a good sport about it. He laughed it off and said it was he got what Colby was doing with it, but he was like it was a little off-putting, but I'm cool. He's like, you got to have thick skin if you're going to be in this game and get anywhere.
Right. I mean, so at the new job I'm at, they're always talking about like, whoa, like watch what you say and keep it PC. I'm over here like, dude, if I don't make fun of you, I don't even like you. Like, if I don't make fun of you, that means I don't like you, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
And if you don't make fun of me, I'm like,
A lot of the time I find like when you don't like someone, you come off like standoffish. You.
Me.
Yeah. Because you're almost like, well, I can't make fun of you, so I can't really talk to you.
Yeah.
We don't got much else to really say here.
Yeah.
At least that's the vibe I get from the
And
outside.
also, if I make fun of you, you get offended by it. Like, fucking, fuck off, you loser.
Do you see also they booked Corey Anderson versus Johnny Walker?
Yeah, that's.
Do you follow the guy Johnny Walker?
Johnny Walker, I lost some money. I think I did a parlay maybe against him.
And he came out with some of that fucking craziness that he comes out with.
Who did he fight last? That I was like,
Ooh, let's try it. Let's go for it, Menace. Why don't you
fuck you.
give it a go? You got to get there you
Fuck
go.
off. He actually got me fucking doing. I'm the goddamn talent here. All right, Stan. I shouldn't be doing.
Well, look at you. We're making new moves here at Menace and the Man.
No, I can't even see shit.
Later.
Bye, buddy.
You got to center it. There you go.
Shut up.
What were you even Googling now? I forgot.
Johnny Walker.
Oh, Johnny Walker.
MMA.
And all that came up was actual Johnny Walker.
Yeah. Johnny Walker MMA. Well, let's go right in here. Get all up in it. And, he threw down.
I don't know if he beat anyone too impressive. Like a huge.
What do you mean? Oh, that Russian dude.
Which Russian dude?
Misha Serkinov.
Yeah, like he didn't beat like a top 5 guy. He beat,
yeah, but Misha Serkinov did my boy Pat Cummins like real dirty. So I'm like, this guy is an animal. And then Serkinov fucking...
Yeah,
he only has 3 losses.
You thought for sure that one was going to be Serkinov.
Oh, damn. He was on a losing streak, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
Now you're actually looking at it, you're like, what an idiot I was for betting that one.
No. I think Glover Teixeira would be Johnny Walker, and I think Volkan would too.
I mean, people are talking like...
people
are talking like Johnny Walker's in the mix of like a title contender right now.
Hang on. I thought those two would beat Johnny Walker prior to Johnny Walker crushing.
And that's what it is. You know how the
Misha.
UFC likes that. 3 first-round knockouts in a row.
Yeah.
That's why he might be a fight or 2 away from a title shot.
I don't think Johnny Walker beats Volkan. How old's Glover now?
Glover's up there. Glover's getting up there now. What do you see?
I see that he was born in 79.
So he's an OG.
Which makes him 39.
Who dropped you said he was offended when
oh gosh,
you called him a Fortnite nerd. When did he call you a Fortnite nerd?
I don't know, probably last episode.
Yeah, and if you're... Come on, who dropped you? Toughen up, who dropped you?
If you're a nerd at a game to me, that means you're good at it.
Yeah. Why? Who dropped is good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, he wouldn't even be in the stream.
Nope. I would have freaking banned him, dude.
Menace only hangs out with winners.
Yep.
And me.
And I only hang out with people that want to hang out with me, so... So who dropped is in there like swimwear.
Yeah. Smart man. All right, let's try Joey Beltran.
So, who dropped you? Mark my nerd words. If Walker KOs Corey, Walker gets a title shot.
But that's what I was going to say. It's like a 4-man race right now between... Weidman jumped in there. It's between Weidman, Dominic Reyes. Blachowicz, I think, falls out now because he turned down a fight. Like Corey Anderson went to an event that John Jones was out, picked a fight with him, like got all types of social media shit. They asked Dana White, is he going to fight next? And he was like, Corey Anderson's turned down like 12 fights. No chance. You know how that is. Like, they don't want you to turn down fights. Once you turn down a fight, you're fucked. You're getting Johnny Walker, you know? Corey Anderson wanted someone ahead of him. He's number 8, and he gets Johnny Walker. So now Johnny Walker's going to try to make his name and get his title shot off Corey Anderson.
Which Johnny Walker ranked right now?
I believe 12.
Got me fucking going all over the goddamn place here.
I mean, you don't have to. It's only for your own. That's your brain.
Well...
I can get it for you.
It's for the people.
Oh, you want to give it to the people?
It's for the people.
It's for the people?
We'll say his ranking on
I'll get the rankings up. Let's type in UFC rankings.
I don't feel like it.
It might say it on there.
He's 27.
Yeah, he's still young. That's why even his couple losses, they were early in his career. You don't even know who that guy was.
20 years younger than...
He's 12 right now.
Sorry, not 12. Sorry.
He's number 12.
Oh.
So...
My math was way off right there. Did you see that?
What'd you do?
I was like, Johnny Walker's 20 years younger than Glover. But in reality, I don't know. What's it, 12? 12 years?
Why? What is Glover? 39?
39. Walker's 27.
Man, he's an OG in the game, Glover.
Yeah, he is.
One day you're going to be one of those. An OG. And people are like, right now, people are like, you know what we need to do too? One thing I want to revisit. I want to get Dana White back on, and I want to ask him.
We've never had
Dana
him
White on. We tried to get him on.
Yeah.
We almost had him on that one time, but TJ Dillashaw popped. Is what ruined it for us.
Right.
And then I want to get him on. And I want to ask him what's the criteria, who makes the decision to get Menace and Mac Rice in the Hall of Fame. I rewatched Diego versus Clay Guida. They were on the fucking ground for like 8 minutes. You and Mac Rice hit the ground for like 30 seconds in the beginning of the fight, and it was when you mounted him off of a failed takedown attempt and started punching him in the head. You landed like 48 strikes.
Yeah.
Took a few thousand brain cells probably.
Well.
Yeah. But I feel like that fight could make it. We just got to find out what the criteria is, get a little buzz going on behind it.
Okay.
And I think Menace Bermudez versus Mac Rice is a Hall of Fame caliber fight.
Who do we have up next?
Joey Beltran. We'll try him.
Because I'm fucking sick and tired of talking to you.
Are you?
No.
Yeah, that was a nice little riff. We know what we do. We don't do enough like MMA news and like current events and shit.
Oh, we don't?
We don't. We do?
No.
Yeah. So what are you talking about?
I don't know. Stan?
All right. Let's try Joey Beltran, see if he's ready for us.
If he doesn't answer...
I'm done talking to you.
If he doesn't answer, let's call your mom.
My mom's at work right now.
Yeah?
She don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, right.
She thinks you're a nerd.
She's probably thinking about me right now.
Hello.
Oh.
Joey Beltran.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
The Mexicutioner.
That's me.
Stan the Man here, Dennis the Menace Bermudez, and now we're joined by the Mexicutioner, Joey Beltran.
Thank you for having me, fellas. Thank you for having me.
Welcome to Menace and The Man. Oh, yeah. We're excited. We mentioned who we were having on, and we were like, Joey Beltran. People were like, oh, my God, he's a legend.
That's kind of funny when I hear that, but, it's nice for sure.
Well, you know what it is. You're one of those guys that throws down every time you fight. Like, you're not expected to be like a lay and pray or a boring fight.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah.
I know, I swear I know how to do jiu-jitsu. I swear I'm a brown belt, I know how to do all that other shit, but it's just like when shit hits the fan, I just revert to my old ways.
Yeah, I'm a white belt, one stripe.
There you go.
Yeah. So I miss you, dude. How you been?
I'm doing well, man. Doing well.
Do you still have that like sponsored car?
That what?
Was it you that had that car that's like it's all hooked up, the Camaro?
No.
Who was that?
I don't know. I wish.
No, fuck. At Rain. Right? You used to train over at Rain, right?
I've been to Rain. I used to go to Rain, yeah.
Way back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was like, I went when that was years ago when Dominic and Uriah did the Ultimate Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody, my team was at Alliance, right, in down in Chula Vista. But everybody went out to Vegas with Dominic, and I couldn't do that because I had a normal job. So I started commuting to Rain. So that was, I don't know what year that was, but that's when I was there.
Oh, so you're from Alliance originally?
Yeah.
Oh, have you always been out there?
Yeah, since the beginning.
Oh, so you know our boy Eric Uresk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Eric. Yeah, me and Eric. Yeah, that's my homie. He cornered me out in Brazil one time too. He has some good times.
Oh yeah, he's another one of those OGs, legends of the MMA game, especially on the East Coast.
Oh yeah. Eric's an animal.
Yeah, he was out with you guys for years.
For sure.
Yes, he would come and go a little bit, right?
Yeah, but he was a teacher at Alliance and like a main training partner for I know a lot of the little guys for a minute.
Absolutely, yeah. He would run like some of the grappling practices for the pro team, and then yeah, he always had his hand in the mix for sure.
Yeah, he comes every time he comes back to New York. He'll like stop into where we're from, Long Island MMA, and he'll run a couple of pro practices, attend some like he's supportive too. He'll attend other people's seminars and shit like that. Do his own seminars. Yeah, he's a good dude, Eric.
Yeah, for sure.
And so training at Alliance were you always working with Eric Del Fiero?
Yeah,
Him too,
yeah,
another
with
guy.
Eric and what was it? Oh yeah, he's yeah. Originally, I was originally on a team called North County Fight Club, and we were in North County, San Diego, and I was like the main guys that were on the team when I joined was like Eddie Sanchez and Jason Lambert. They were like our two UFC guys, my main training partners, and then like Travis Browne joined the team, and then we had a good little run together, and then something happened. I can't remember what happened, but anyways, me and Travis ended up going to Alliance, and this was like way before. This was like I met Phil Davis like right after his first fight, and so we've been training together since back then.
It's funny you mentioned Travis Browne. We're actually going to get into something later talking with Jessica Penne about a time. So you used to train with Travis. You and him are boys, right?
Yeah.
And you've met Menace before, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure I have passed, but I get hit in the head a lot, so I tend to forget stuff.
Sames.
Yeah, Menace is a featherweight. Menace tried to fight Travis.
No, I didn't try to fight him.
Bro, you know how the telephone game works? In some people's stories, you almost got into an altercation with Travis Browne because you turned down a shot. It's a real thing.
I was gonna try to fight him before I was taking the shot. That's it. I didn't say I was going to fight him.
Yeah. Tell Joey the story.
Nah, he was, he's a fucking giving guy. He buys shots for everybody. Everybody takes a shot, and then we're having Jessica Penne on in a little bit, and Jessica decides she doesn't want to take her shot. So Travis looks at me and goes, "Hey, you're gonna take her shot." I'm like, "Yeah, because no, I'm fucking not." And I looked at him, and he's like, no, you gotta take it. And I went back to Jessica. I'm like, Jessica, in her ear, I'm like, listen, I need you to take this shot from me because I'm not taking it. Like, I'm going to jump on this fucking bench right here and crow hop him before I take the shot because I can't do it. I'll throw up everywhere. And she was like, fine, I'll take it. And that was that. So that somehow turned into I almost fought Travis Browne.
Man. I could see how that would be interpreted.
Well, my co-host here is a ninny.
Bro,
well, the thing is,
it's funny that you say that, because there was another time where Travis almost got a fight with some smaller guys. We were watching Dominic and Uriah fight in UFC. So once again, this is fucking years and years ago. But there was like an Alliance bro behind fucking Danny Castillo and some of the alpha male boys.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole time Danny Castillo was like, "You're a fucking pussy, Dominic, you're a fucking pussy." And like we were like, whatever, like just kind of blowing it off. And then at the end when Dominic won, like they were like, "Oh, what's up? Who's a fucking bitch now, motherfucker?" And then like Travis and Castillo were like, I was like, "Oh, here we go. Now we're gonna fight a bunch of little guys. This is gonna look real good."
Well,
but nothing ever happened.
Yeah. No, I don't think Travis ever thought anything of it. He was just like, nah, I'm being a nice guy, making this guy, I got him a drink. But I was just like, I don't do shots. So the fact that I did the first shot was like incredible in its own. And then he's like, no, you're going to do another one. I'm like, no, I'm not. And it wasn't going to be a fight. It was going to be me hitting him and then me running through the club, out of there.
Well, even the conversation had gotten to that point where if you would have been like, listen, not doing it, he probably would have been like, you know what, you're a little shit. Like, you're a fucking asshole. You know what I mean? It would have escalated had Jessica Penne not stepped in and been like, I'll take the shot he got for me and save you here, Menace. Yeah. I got you.
Why it boils down to Jessica Penne starting fights. That's real nice.
Troublemaker.
Why'd she do that?
Well, she's Alliance too, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot, actually, Travis Browne used to be out there for a minute. Remember, he used to have like that. He used to move around like a featherweight, back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's actually like different different times on the team. Like me and Travis were there. Travis left, and then I left for a little bit and like went and started training up in Huntington with Tiki with Tiki Gosen and Paul Herrera. And that's when I left. That's when all the girls joined Alliance, like Angela Hill and Jessica Penne and Rowdy Beck. So I kind of like missed that whole.
Now, is the Mexicutioner a single
vibe.
lad?
What was that?
Is the Mexicutioner a single lad?
No, not anymore.
What? Okay.
You know,
How long have you been with your lady?
Well, I have a new girl, but she'll remain nameless. You know, it's all good. But
Okay.
I got divorced like a year ago, and then went through that whole fucking shit, like trying to work it out. And
Kids
then
involved?
No.
Good.
Stepkids, which still sucks because I literally have no rights. I have no rights, and I fucking raised them for 10 years. But whatever. It's all good. It's all part of life.
Is there anything you can like teach anybody from this right now? Is there any advice that you can give me right now, like for this to happen to me?
Well, I mean, I could go on for days. It's fun.
It's funny. We have a little bit of time.
I would say, honestly, not to be, it may come across as being an asshole, but if you're going to get involved with a lady with kids, just understand that if you guys do break up, that's going to be double or triple the heartbreak because you're fucking ending a relationship with those kids.
Yeah.
And that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
So, all right, enough with the serious shit.
All right.
All right. Yeah, we'll go into something else. So now, the Mexicutioner, bare knuckle boxing, UFC fighter. You have some boxing fights too, right?
Some what fights?
Boxing fights as well?
No. Every time, like, I started getting ready to do a boxing match, like, MMA would come calling back, and it would just make way more financial sense to do that. But
what about street fights?
I definitely want to after this bare knuckle contract's done.
What about street fights?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Too many. I mean, definitely a lot. Like, so by the time I started fighting professionally, it wasn't a foreign act to me.
All right.
So,
can you give us your top 2 street fights you've ever been in? Why it happened, where it happened, how old you were, how far in your like fight career you were, if you were at all, who else was involved, the whole kit and caboodle.
I can give you like a couple like funny one. So the funny one,
and lie if you want
like
to. I don't give a shit.
The last time that I actually got into a fist fight before I started training. So we were at this bar, and like in Carlsbad, the city that I'm from, there's like in the span of like 2 miles, there's probably like 20 bars. Okay, and so it's called the Carlsbad Crawl. So that's just what we did, like every 4 nights a week. So anyways, one night I'm walking home, and me and the girl that I was talking to at the time or whatever, we're like walking to the after bar party. Okay. And I see my 2 homies like squared up with this guy, and I'm like, oh, and I'm literally like have a burrito in my hand, and I'm like walk up like a spectator, and I'm sitting there like watching guys argue. Yeah. And I'm just sitting there eating my burrito, and the guy looks at me and he goes, "What are you gonna do, fat ass?" I was like, "Oh man!" I just put my burrito on the ground, just walked up, one hitter quittered him, and the best part is that the girl that he was with, like, looked at him on the ground, like, stood over. She's like, "God damn it, not again, idiot!" Again.
Jesus. So this dude just stays like running his mouth to the wrong motherfuckers. How far into your fight career was this?
That was literally like maybe a month or 2 before my first fight. Ever since I started fighting, right? Like I've never been in an altercation. Right. Only like, and I'll tell that story too. It's funny. It's because I freaking went through some pretty rough times a couple of years back, and kind of lost control with my partying because. So I fought for Bellator in December 2016, and I lost by knockout to fucking Alessio Sakara. And then after that, I was like, well, I suck, so I'm done. And I went and I started working at a UFC gym, but I started killing it in the sales and commissions and fucking salary and everything was great. It was a great setup. And without having like the obligation to go and fight and train, like I just ran rampant. Took about 8 months or so for me to lose control of my life. I had to check into a recovery center and everything. I went there for like 5 months, got everything realigned, got out, got an AA, and been doing that pretty consistently. And anyways, on to a new way of life. So I'm not training. I'm not doing anything. I'm just working for a Hunter Steakhouse. It's a steakhouse in my city. So I'm just like working like a normal job, like fucking going and working the grill on the catering crew. Okay. So I would get spotted all the time too. People would fucking come and take pictures of me fucking while I'm working. It's pretty cool. Whatever. They're like, wait, what are you doing here? I was like, I'm fucking working. What does it look like? And so we're there. We're on time when we're.
Oh, we lost you.
Concert. I'll always remember. Really stupid concert.
Wait,
and they fucking.
You were at a Snoop Dogg concert?
No, Slightly Stupid.
Oh.
It's like a reggae band, white reggae band.
Okay, got it.
You know, like Wanna Be Sublime.
Yeah.
Type deal. So we're there, we're working, and we had like a 3-hour line, no joke, fucking 3 hours nonstop. And we finally start getting to the end of it, and then our credit card machine dies. And so, like, it's not our fucking fault. The credit card machine died. And this girl and like her boyfriend or whatever, they just start fucking get all loud and fucking yapping, talking shit. And then like my cashier was this little girl, not little girl, she's like 19, but spicy little Mexican girl.
Okay.
And I'll always remember in my head, I was thinking, I was like, I bet Erica's gonna escalate this. And sure as shit, like they were talking shit, boom, boom, and I just heard her like, you know what? You don't have to fucking talk to me like that, motherfucker. Like, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, here we go. And then I walk over and I was like, hey, man, you know, like, we have some words with the guy. And the guy's like, you know, what are you going to do, motherfucker? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, really? I was all, boom. I took off my apron, walked out to the front. I was all, make a move, homie. What's your fucking problem? And he's like, you really want to do this? I was like, oh, right when he said that, I just grabbed him by his shirt. I was like, come here. I was like, you're fucking embarrassing yourself. Get out of here. Get out of here. And then I went back into my little workstation.
You gave him a chance.
I did. I went back to my little workstation. I'm starting to carve my meat, making my fucking tri-tip sandwiches like a professional.
Right.
And then I looked back, and this motherfucker came into our little work booth, like our little, you know, like you've been seeing at the fair.
Yeah. Like
the food station. He fucking came into our workstation. We have knives and everything back there. Yikes. And I saw him. I was like, oh, no, you're done. I fucking grabbed him by his fucking neck and his face, lifted him off the ground and fucking threw him out. And I remember as I had him by his neck and his face, he was yelling. He's like, you're going to get arrested. You're going to get arrested.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you fucking punk.
That guy
Then I threw him on the ground. And I looked up. Right when I looked up, I seen like 2 fucking teenagers with their cell phones out. I was like, oh shit.
You better freaking delete that.
Oh, I'm out of here.
You better freaking delete that.
The funny thing is like, I wonder how many people that those assholes would just like treat bad. And then one day they picked the fucking wrong booth.
That's too funny. Even the other guy picked the wrong guy that one day. He was like, what are you going to do, fat boy?
Yeah. It's funny you think I'm fat. I'll break your nose.
That's my first occasion.
What'd you say? You broke up a little bit.
I said, so that was like the first and the last time really that I've had to do anything unless I was getting paid for it.
Yeah, I don't fight for free. That's one of my things.
Smart man.
Yeah.
I fight for free, Joey. I like fighting sometimes.
Well, no one wants to pay you to fight, Stan, so.
One day they might have wanted to.
Yeah.
So what's going on next for you, Joey? Back to bare knuckle boxing?
Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm actually taking a little road trip out to Russia to do an MMA fight.
Okay.
And yeah, for this Sambo League 70. I don't know. It's like a big show out there, like Putin goes. So I'm like, whatever.
Putin's there.
Bare
It must be
Knuckle,
legit, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And it's at like it's out in Sochi, so we get to stay like by the Olympic Village, and so we'll see. At the Olympic Training Center, that's where we have access to do training for the whole fight week and get our food provided for us. So I'm excited. I went out there not too long ago to fight in Yekaterinburg, Russia, but that was in the middle of the fucking winter, and that sucked.
Yeah, probably cold as fuck.
Oh my, horrible. The first time I went out without the long john underwear, I was like, oh, I'll be fine. I was like, fuck that, dude.
Mistake. That was a mistake. Cause your Mexican blood runs through your fucking veins, dude.
Yeah, I did not know. I underestimated it.
Damn.
Now, where are you training at now? You're back at Alliance?
I've been training a lot, just kind of where I need to get it in. I'm still staying on top of my boxing because, Bare Knuckle will be happening, I believe, in October, late October, early November, one of the two. I don't have the exact date on that one. So got to stay on top of that and just working out my grappling at Planet side with tutelage of Gio Martinez. So definitely just sharpening that up. And, at the end of the day, it's a freaking fist fight. So I'm fine. I'm confident.
Oh, for sure. So now you're also working with Caleb Rogers, right?
With who?
Caleb Rogers, the mental sensei?
Oh, absolutely.
That's my dude.
That guy's yeah, man. I've shared a little bit about, like, if I coincidentally, like, at the tail end of my marriage, my ex-wife was like, you gotta go see somebody, you're fucking crazy, blah blah blah. And then, like, coincidentally, like, Caleb hit me up on Instagram.
Same.
So I checked out his page and saw who he was working with. I was like, all right, I'll give this guy a shot. And then, like, yeah, man, it's like from day one he's been helping me, like, just process just life in general, Early on it wasn't even about competing. It was just finding balance in my life so that I could go to the gym and actually get something out of my sessions. And then, like, when it came time to get ready for the fight camp, like, man, it's just you would think after all these years of fighting professionally, I would have done something like this, but for whatever reason, I never did. And I've read books and gone and seen a sports psychologist, like, kind of sporadically throughout the years, but never, like, had, like, basically like a training regimen like he puts us through, like, and yeah, man, it definitely paid off. I feel like, as far as, even if I would have lost, like, let's say I would have gone out there and slipped on a banana peel and lost, but, like, the way that I felt during the whole fight week, which is normally such a nerve-wracking few days, like, just total state of relaxation and knowing what I was there to do, and I had put in the work to do it, and now I just got to go out and actually have fun and enjoy and perform in front of everybody.
Yeah. No, Caleb is definitely he's dope, and I remember, like, it's like when you have a session with him, it's whatever's on your damn mind, so it could be your training session that day, it could be because your weight's high, it could be that fucking you're having lady problems, and he'll kind of break it down and you'll talk about whatever, and it's crazy because sometimes, like, when you talk to your homies and like, yo, I'm having a problem with so-and-so and she's doing this and that, like, your homie might go and tell another homie that knows her. It's just like, but, like, when you talk to someone that doesn't know any of your friends, it's almost like a diary that you're, and he kind of jots it down and he'll bring it back up if he feels necessary for you to fuel you for whatever, the goal is, so, yeah, he's helped me through some shit as well.
Oh yeah, like, yeah, it's definitely like a different That's exactly what it sounds like. It's like mental coaching, like those, and you hear about it like that cliche, oh, fighting's 20% physical, 80% mental, but I'm sure there's a lot of us just kind of floating around, just figuring it out on our own,
Yeah.
Like,
well, like you said before, you didn't know why you did it earlier. There's this like kind of macho man, aspect to fighting, where that's part of why we got to where we are, is because we did it. We did it on ourselves, and not that having someone else tell you like, hey, you're good here, or hey, like this is what you should be doing, like mentally, like we think we're stronger than that. And that's why we're here in the first place. Would you agree with that to a certain?
Yeah, for sure.
There's
kind of like that. Oh, I got this mentality.
Right,
I got this. I got this.
Right. Where and I speak with a lot of fighters and stuff like that, and like when it's fight week, I'm like, hey man, how you feeling? And like, I feel great. I feel good. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, yeah, you probably your body probably feels good. You probably feel like you're in good shape. But, like, be honest with me, dude. You probably have demons fucking screaming through your head of every worst-case scenario and da-da-da-da, like, you can only tuck those guys away so far, and I feel like the higher you get up the ladder, the fucking stronger those motherfuckers get.
Yeah.
Those demons in your head.
I agree. I agree 100%.
Yeah, you're dealing with more and more people and more pressure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. But that's why you guys found the right guy in Caleb Rogers, the mental sensei.
Yeah, we're going to get him on next week.
Yeah. That's my dude, man. Like, just the way, like, even though, like, we were about maybe a week or two before my last bare knuckle fight, and then it was like a hornet's nest got kicked up in my personal life, and it's almost, I'm pretty sure it was almost like as if my ex-wife knew, like, oh, this is one last chance to fuck with him. I don't know, maybe I'm just assuming that, but whatever. Like, Caleb, like, always, like, helped me process it, and then all of that, always go back to, okay, what's our physical game plan? What's our physical goal for this fight? And then what's our mental goal? Like, we're going to use our emotions to fuel us and project, because there's, the way he put it, like, there's always going to be energy, whether it's be negative or positive, like, but we can use that energy to propel us towards our goal.
Right.
And like, it's, it wasn't foreign. They weren't like foreign concepts to me. Like, I had gone to like,
right.
But it was just like having somebody kind of like hold you accountable, like for like do your little homework assignments throughout the week. And,
right.
it was, man, definitely something. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. I wish I would have met him a long time ago, but it's all good. I still got some miles, some gas left in the tank, so we're gonna push it for all it's worth.
For sure. No, because I follow this guy Gary V, and he just says like shit that I know, but like I don't know, something like it's almost like, oh yeah, like yeah, he's right. But like you already know it. It's almost like, let's say like you haven't used a Kimura in fucking years, and I'm like, yo, I check out this new move, and I hit you with Kimura, like, oh yeah, I know the Kimura, and oh, that's a good way to use it. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, good idea. Right?
Yeah.
Like you already know the shit. It's just like, I just forgot, or I was so busy with everything else that I just forgot that was important anymore. Yeah.
Well, remember, even we were talking to Steve Maraboli, and he said, like, parents will tell kids things, and they won't listen. Then as Steve Maraboli says it, remember, he used the example of Bon Jovi.
Right.
Like, Bon Jovi's telling me to live my life. The parents are like, I've been telling you this your whole fucking life.
Right. Sometimes it's someone different that can get the message. You could say the same message to your kid, and I could say the same message to your kid, but because you're their dad and I'm not, my message gets through.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But the same exact message,
Yeah. It's crazy.
Absolutely.
Crazy how the brain works. That we won't take the advice when we're giving it, but we'll take it when it comes from the right source. Is basically what it is. All right. So when's this fight? When you heading out to Russia?
I'm leaving on Saturday. It's actually on Wednesday, the 14th.
Oh, so you're about to fight next week.
Oh, so you ready?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is Russia ready
And
for the Mexicutioner or what?
Yeah, I've been there before. The funny thing is I went out there, and that was like my resurgence of my career. Because I came out of rehab, and I was like driving for Amazon and just like hating life. Amazon fucking slave drivers. Those poor people you see driving around the white vans or the gray vans, they have like literally like 400 stops every day.
Yeah.
And I was doing that for a while, and I was like, then my old manager hit me up randomly, and he's like, hey, your name keeps coming up out here in Russia. I'm doing business with Brandon Halsey out there a lot, and they asked about you. I was like, well, see what they say. He's like, are you in shape? I was like, yeah. Keep in mind, I was not at all. I was like fresh out of fucking rehab, like 275 pounds, and I was like, yeah, let's do it, whatever. And then he called me like a couple days later, and he's like, all right, 5 weeks, Sergey Karatanov. Can you do it? I was like,
how much?
All right. And I was all, well, what did they say? He's like 20 and 20. I was like, I'll be there tomorrow. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And fucking that's why. So I got ready in 5 weeks as fast as I could, and went out there and went all 3 rounds with him and busted him up with some elbows, and I felt really good about myself. I was like, all right, I still have some gas in the tank. Let's do it.
For sure.
And then I started training, trying to get MMA fights, and for whatever reason, I couldn't get any love on the regional scene. Like, I don't know why. To this day, I don't know why, but maybe it was meant to be. And then the bare knuckle people came out of left field, and that ended up working out.
Oh yeah, and I've seen you crushing it in bare knuckle. You're doing good.
Yeah, man, it's fun.
You have a great style for it.
Exactly, man. Like, it was like meant for me. So I mean, I learned the first couple fights, like I came back home my face full of stitches, and then these last 2, I've done a really good job changing the game up, just adding a lot more head movement, tighter defense, and it's just a brand new game. It's not boxing, it's not MMA, it's its whole individual sport.
Yeah, because you could like dirty box in there.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah, you can.
Yeah, I think that's amazing.
Yeah, it's fun.
So,
I like it.
One last thing before we let you go. What's your favorite fast food?
My favorite fast food?
Yep.
Carl's Jr. 100%.
Carl's Jr.
No questions asked.
No questions asked. I didn't think they're here on Long Island.
They're not. Have you had them? They're good. I remember when the first time I had Carl's Jr., I went to California.
Are they only on the West Coast?
No, they're called Hardee's.
Oh yes, I've had Hardee's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Their curly fries are fucking bomb as fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What's
Matt like?
What's your go-to?
There's the Superstar or the Big Carl, depending on what kind of mood I'm in.
All right.
The Big Carl is kind of a knockoff on a playoff of the Big Mac. So it kind of has like that Thousand Island sauce on it.
Okay.
Really, really good.
Okay.
The Superstar is like the classic big ass double patty burger. Just all bad for you, but all good.
Got you. Not an In-N-Out guy, huh?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not.
You like it, but it's not.
I'm not going to turn down In-N-Out, but
it's not your number one.
Choice, yeah, I'm going to Carl's Jr.
All right, I like it. Thank you.
Well, yeah, when I went to the West Coast, I had In-N-Out and I had Carl's Jr. like separate days. In-N-Out fucking trash compared to Carl's Jr.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan. It tasted like White Castle to me.
Yeah, I liked it,
I don't know.
I like White Castle, don't get me wrong. I love White Castle, actually.
Oh,
but
now it's burger talk. I want
it tasted like White Castle to me.
Like, at first, I was thinking you were going to say, like, Taco Bell. And I was like, man, I could really fuck some Taco Bell. But now you got me totally wanting a burger.
Now you got us ready to drive to Pennsylvania to get Hardee's.
I'm not going there.
It was a joke.
Well, it was a bad one, Stan. There you go.
Second
time in a row.
My bad jokes.
Second day in a row with a bad joke.
Well, those only my couple of ones that fail are the ones that you notice. You're not noticing the good ones.
Nah, you
you're
suck.
laughing.
You suck.
Maybe I do. All right, Joey Beltran, you're the man. Thank you for joining us here on Menace and The Man.
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys. It was fun.
And
Yeah, for sure, man.
Go to Russia and get that bag.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Where can people watch it?
That I do not know, but I mean, they can follow me on social media, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna post the links as soon as I know. I think I'm Joey Beltran MMA on Instagram, and then on Facebook, just Joey Beltran. Yeah, it's pretty easy to find. I'm pretty easy to find.
All right. I like it.
Hell yeah.
Go follow the Mexicutioner. He's going to get done in Russia.
Beautiful.
All right, man. We'll catch you
All
later,
right,
bro.
fellas, thank you. Have a good one.
Shake and bake. Peace.
What were you trying to say to me?
I said, write his thing in the comments.
Oh, the Mexicutioner, right? His contact
Yeah.
info?
So there's this dude that used to train at Rain called the Joker, all tatted up. There is a possibility I was confusing the two of them.
Who is this? The Joker?
Yeah.
Who is that?
This like Mexican dude that was all inked up. He had a dope car. I think he might have fought for Bellator at some point.
The Joker. The Joker. Is his name like Mike Gunyon? I think he's smaller.
Bald dude.
Yeah. I think he was smaller, though. He's a white dude. Or he might have been Spanish.
This guy looks Mexican to me. I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
I've definitely met the Mexicutioner in my life. I think him and the Joker used to roll a little bit. And, like, he used to train at Rain. I used to train at Rain a little bit, so...
You feel like you've seen him before?
Yeah.
Or met him?
Yeah. I mean...
Smelled his sweat?
Like, yeah, like one of these, like...
Yeah.
What's up? Not like, oh my freaking God.
And then he walked past you like, who the fuck was
You
that
ain't
guy?
fucking friends? Yeah, probably like, who's this fucking little bitch?
Or you guys were like Latin, Spanish people,
Nah.
and nodded heads towards each other?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's not respect there? It's not one of those
I
things?
don't know. I'd walk in the gym like I fucking owned it.
What, you used to walk in terrain like you owned
Nah,
it?
just in general, wherever the fuck I went. Like, if I'm there to train, fucking show up, like...
I feel like that's anywhere
I
you
wouldn't
go.
even look at, like, big... Like, if you were a big guy, I wouldn't even look your direction, because there's nothing... I don't need anything from you.
Yeah.
I'm not training with you.
Okay.
Like, I'm looking at, like, my dudes I'm been training with, like, yo, you want this smoke?
So you want to use your thing for Jessica Penne?
Sure.
Because I am on lower percentage at the moment.
I'm pretty low, too.
What are you at?
Doesn't say.
Oh, you're one of those who doesn't keep it on there?
Yeah, it's a little fucking...
Why do you do it like that?
I don't know. Maybe because I'm a rebel. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I can't live that life. I need to know my percentage so I know when I got to hook up. Does it give you alerts when you don't do it that way of like the 20 and the 10?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not living as dangerously as I thought.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, hi, it's me.
How are you?
Say hi, Stan.
Hello, Jessica Penne. Welcome back to Menace and The Man.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us.
Jessica, you talking to Stan on the low?
Yeah.
I'm like, who's on? Who do we got today? He's like, Jessica Penne. I was like, oh, word? You guys sneaking behind my back? That's my homegirl.
Sorry.
Hey, Stan, she's coming to the East Coast soon.
For what?
Go on, Jessica.
I will be there for the 16th CFFC card.
Oh, you
I'm
do the
doing
ring
behind the
announcing or
scenes
color
interview.
commentating.
No, I do behind the scenes interview, and they'll let me hop in with the guys and do some color sometimes too. It's super fun.
So, Jess, is that like where we're going with this? I see you,
Yeah.
You know, in LA.
I mean, why
not?
not?
You got the look, you got the knowledge, you got the, you know, you're well spoken.
Oh, I thank you so much.
Yeah.
You're so kind.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I agree.
It's a new thing for you. It's like really nice. I like it.
A new thing from me?
Yeah, being nice and giving
What do
compliments.
you
It's,
mean?
like, I appreciate it.
I'm
No,
always
seriously,
nice. I mean, I'll still break your leg, but I'm really nice. Hey, we were talking earlier about how, like, if I don't like you, I won't make fun of you. That's a dear form of love,
For me, if I don't make you cry, I don't really love you. So I'm still like trying to learn a balance of like, when to pull it back. Like, just,
If
you
I
don't
don't
want to
make
make
you
the people
cry,
that you love.
I don't love you.
Yeah, I get like, I make people really uncomfortable. I'm at the PI right now, and I was just hanging out with my good friend Justine. And we've known each other. We just had like our 6-year anniversary of like friendship.
From
And
Tough.
part of the reason
Yeah.
and part of the reason we've had such like a good long-standing friendship is because it's like a long distance friendship.
Right.
But like whenever we see each other, we just like we talk crap to each other, and we're like really rude to each other, but in a very loving way. And I realize like we make people uncomfortable with our interactions because they don't really know us.
Right.
So sometimes we go too far. So poor Clint Wattenberg, he like looked at both of us like
Oof.
really awkwardly and just was like, okay, bye, and just like walked away. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot.
Clint Wattenberg is the nutritionist at the UPI for everybody.
Yes, and he's absolutely amazing, so knowledgeable. It's awesome
so
that he's
sick.
here for us.
So sick.
Yeah.
Man, hang on. Jess, I don't think you're ever going to make me cry. Maybe you don't love me that much. That could be that too.
Ooh.
Yeah. So maybe
that might be it.
Maybe I'm taking the hint here. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you thought we were closer than we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Dennis. That's as far as it goes.
I actually might go upstairs tonight and cry myself to sleep. So sick. I'm like, you didn't make me cry. I'm like, Stan, fuck that bitch.
Listening back to the episode, like, was she joking or was she being serious? Oh man.
Shit.
No, Jessica Penne seems like a sweetheart, but I can see that little attitude that she has going.
Oh no, yeah, she is the sweetest, meanest girl you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
She's got like these like little dolly eyes, and she has a smile to her, and then her mouth will open up. You're like, oh, okay.
Oh, it's like that.
And then you'll watch her fight, and you're like, oh, okay. She actually doesn't even care about anything. Yeah.
Any fights on the horizon for you, Jessica?
No. I'm working through some stuff. I injured my ankle in.
I saw that.
Yeah, I am so coordinated and just so athletic that I sprained my ankle very severely warming up for my fight in February. So it's been
that's right.
Like the day before the fight, right? Or like the day
like
before
day of the
It was
fight.
like the day of. It was like the morning warm up. It's been rough. But just working through some stuff and hoping to be fighting by the end of the year. But, sometimes life throws curveballs at you. But luckily I have some, other stuff I'm working on, like CFFC. And I love doing the commentary and behind the scenes stuff and the analyst work in studio. It's amazing. And that's, what I'm hoping to transition into for during and post fighting.
Hey, I'm all about it. I'm full bore. Team Penne, fucking get her. Give her the mic.
Oh, Dennis, I
Give
love
her
you.
the fucking mic. Otherwise, she'll fucking take it.
Otherwise, I'll stab you with it.
That's all you need. Like, give me the mic, and someone like resists you on the mic, and then armbar. Wow.
Wrist lock.
Yeah.
I do love me an armbar,
Nah, I see her fucking using her goddamn judo throws lately. They've been popping up on the IG.
I love the judo. And I have an awesome judo coach, so, can't go wrong there.
So how's the ankle doing? Is the healing, is it coming along or setbacks?
It is. I've had some setbacks and just not healing right. But there's an amazing new, she's a chiropractor. And
at the UPI or
at the
Cali?
Yeah, at the PI. And I just by chance, like I love how life works out, but just by chance I ended up coming in to the PI. I thought I was just gonna come to Vegas for the weekend and leave, and then opportunity came around. So I was like, I'm gonna go to the PI. I'm gonna get some work done, and she like increased my mobility by a lot. So I'm really excited. And then gave me somebody to see in California because I really haven't been doing the proper like rehab on it. So I'm definitely excited.
Yeah.
It's feeling a lot better.
Like we said, we are friends. and we make fun of each other from time to time. So with that being said,
Oh, God.
you are no spring chicken. How much longer are you gonna stay in the game?
I don't know. It's
You're just feeling it out.
I am. I'm feeling it out. I've been fighting for over a decade, and I've had, recently just, the past few years have been a lot of setbacks in my competitive life.
Yeah.
However, like, it has given me so much time to work on myself internally.
Right.
And I feel, very mentally, emotionally, physically strong. I mean, minus the ankle thing. But I just feel like I'm in a really good place, and I'm really excited to compete. For a while, competition became really exhausting, and I didn't want to do it, and I was just working through so much stuff.
Yep.
But I started, I took my long layoff as an opportunity to work on what I've been neglecting most of my life, and that's the internal stuff. And it's really made like a huge difference in me.
Right, because
I'm definitely excited.
The last time we had you on, you touched on that a little bit, and I was like, oh. Is that why you're a cold person? That's nice, but funny, but fucking will kill you? Because the thing is, she puts up these these memes on her Instagram. I'm like, yep, that's exactly her.
No, I love her memes.
Like, why are you fucking looking at me? I'm trying to drink my coffee. Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, now I just have to make fun of myself. I mean, that's definitely part of myself, and it used to really hold me back, and now I've, completely embraced it, and I make fun of it, and I make light of it, and I allow people to, talk shit and make fun of it too, because it really did, like, completely stop me from, having, relationships, friendships, job opportunities, all sorts of things that really blocked me. So now I just make fun of it.
Right.
And embrace it, You got to.
Yeah, because, like, the fat kid that doesn't think he's fat, and if you make fun of him being fat, he, like, gets all pissed off. No one likes that fucking kid. But the fat kid that makes fun of himself because he's fat, everybody loves that kid. Right? Is that I just hit that on the nail?
No, that is so spot on. That is like the perfect. That's a great analogy. But yeah, I've just really learned to not take myself so seriously, or things so seriously, or personally. You used to take everything personally, and that's like part of the wall. Are you eating like food while you're talking to me? That's really rude. What are you doing?
No.
What are you eating?
Sorry, I just.
You couldn't help yourself? You hungry, big boy?
No. Yeah. Well, no, I was looking at myself in the screen, and I have a tower of G Fuel, and I noticed I had some Sweet Tarts, extremely sour chili, leaned up against the tower, and I was like, man, those have been there for like 3 weeks. I should eat them. They're gone now.
So you have the attention span of a gnat. Good job.
I was listening. So don't pay Dennis any
What are you
mind.
talking about? I was listening the whole time.
But I heard you mention Justine Kish, and we talked a little bit on Instagram. I would love to get a couple of the girls from Tough 20 on to reminisce about.
I heard that.
Man, you know what? I was literally just in the locker room at the PI having like a dance and sing party in our towels. So if she comes down,
only towels.
That sounds pretty hot, actually. Who were you with?
It was just with Justine. It was just the two of us, and we scared some of the gals that came in and out of the locker really quickly. But we have fun. We always have fun.
Sames.
We try.
Me and Stan actually dance in just our towels over here and there, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is that just a girl thing? Do guys do that? I feel like guys do that undercover. I feel like it's just a locker room thing for like both sexes.
Now, was there music or were you guys singing?
There was music.
What was the song?
There was.
What was the song that got your feet moving?
I can't even remember.
Justin Timberlake?
No, it was more like The Never Ending Story or something like that. It was might have even been like Rod Stewart or something. Who knows?
Love me some Rod Stewart. So what's Jessica Penne's music choice? You seem like an eclectic woman. Like, what are you listening to?
I love country. That's usually like my go-to. But I also am just like a sucker for the classics. Like, I grew up listening to the Eagles and Fleetwood Mac, and so I really stick to.
She shoots guns, Stan.
Does she?
Yeah.
And I love shooting guns. Although since I've adopted horses a couple years ago, I've like not been able to shoot as much. I think I'm still a pretty good shot.
Hang on.
I'll take
Oh
you
yeah,
out next
didn't
time.
wait.
Whoa.
Didn't she take you shooting?
Yeah, she took me shooting. You need to start shooting while riding like a goddamn cowboy. Now it's 2019, a cow person. I don't want to assume your gender.
That's what I was wondering. Like like a cowboy woman. What do you call that? A cow lady.
A cowgirl.
A cowgirl.
Yeah, you
How
idiot.
stupid are we? You didn't get it either.
You
You
don't
were
watch
thinking.
porn, Stan? What an idiot. He's so stupid.
He's probably married. They only have mommy daddy sex, which is missionary. That's probably all they do. He doesn't know about the cowgirl stuff.
Ooh, Stan, tell her what you know.
No, I know a little bit about a lot, actually.
Stan, she said you're proud. Hang on. Stan's actually the total opposite of married with kids.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, he hates girls.
No,
and-
why would you say that? I hate girls. I don't hate women. I love women. I just don't want to love one woman. I want to love a bunch of
Oh
women.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Hang on. Jess, he actually needs therapy.
Well, I know a place out here in Vegas. When
Okay.
you're ready to start, digging in and working on yourself, hit me up,
Stan.
and
What-
I'll give you the invite.
Why do I need therapy, Dennis?
What?
Because I don't want to get married?
Hang on. He got smoked by like 2 different chicks, and he's like, nah, fuck girls, done with them. I'm like, all right.
I didn't get smoked in like the sense of like that.
my-
The reason I got smoked is because I didn't want to get married.
Okay.
Where does that come from?
I don't know. I just don't want to get married. I see a lot of people get divorced. I see a lot of people have kids and then get divorced, and it doesn't look like it's an easy
Well,
thing.
that doesn't necessarily mean it'll happen to you. I mean, we can't compare. That's not fair. That's not fair to you or
Well, it's
anybody
not
else.
fair to his significant other.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, now on the same token, he's probably not wrong. Because I watch Stan, he'll be talking with a girl. I'm like, oh, nice. He's going to hook up with her, like, sick. Like, something good going on, whatever. And then I'll go to the bathroom. I'll come back. They'll be in a full-blown fight. I'm like, Stan, what? You just met this girl. It looked like she was going back to your place. And now you guys are actually in a fight, like, as if you guys were dating. What happened? He's like, she said that was blue. It's clearly,
Oh my gosh.
it's clearly green. Well, I mean, he wouldn't fight over that. But what Stan's problem is like if something is not right, he has to let you know that it is right.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like
So you know what I've learned, and this is like a huge thing for me. When I'm trying to be right, I'm trying to make somebody else wrong, and nobody wants to,
Right,
be told that they're wrong
right.
all the time.
I'm not going to lie and just agree with some random girl in the bar just to take her home.
Well, why even?
that's
like, get into
exactly
it?
when
Just,
you would do it.
I get that that's what I should be doing and what I want to do, but clearly it wasn't that girl. We just didn't gel the way that we should have gelled. So let's have a little argument and go our separate ways.
But it's so funny. He'd be like, no, fuck you. And I'm like, Stan, what are you doing?
Bro, I never say
Stan.
fuck you to a girl like
Oh
that.
my gosh.
I argue intellectually with women,
Okay.
is how I put
Oh no, it'll be like her friend will come up and back her up and be like, "Who are you? Why don't you get the fuck out of here?" I'm like, Stan, obviously her friend's coming over because you're flexing right now.
flexing hard. I'm not letting these girls get away with,
Yikes.
lying. Saying
So,
stupid shit.
Jess, I should have reached out on a personal note, but you lost one of your pups.
I did.
Ludo.
Oh, my baby boy. Yeah.
Hang on. And then it like clicked for me because you got a new dog. Now, was that kind of planned?
No, I swear. Again, it's
Because
I
Ludo
love
looked
how
very
things
like
work.
healthy and just moving and like a strong dog. How old was he?
He was 10 and a half. And
So he was up there.
He was, but I mean, that's not nearly old enough, For me, I thought I had.
For you or for the breed?
At least, well, for me personally, I thought I had a couple more years at the very least, because he was, a bully breed, and they're kind of mixed, so they tend not to have these severe health problems that can take him out early. But he ended up being diagnosed with osteosarcoma, which is a very, very aggressive bone cancer.
Okay.
And so I came back from from Coachella. I was working a CFFC event, and he was limping while I was gone. And I was like, "Oh, you doofus! Like, what did you do? You know? I mean, he's old and he's like 105 pounds. I'm like, all right, but it didn't go away. It didn't go away. So I took him to the vet, and they did an X-ray, and they're like, "I'm really glad that you brought him in. This is the diagnosis. It could be something else, but we're really sure it's this." So we did a few more tests, and they let me know that I had a very limited amount of time with him.
Right.
So that was fucking heartbreaking. I mean, I'm still heartbroken, but he was my baby. I was there on the day he was born and the day he passed. So he was very special man in my life.
Yeah. And then, but prior to Ludo's, passing, you had gotten this a new dog, which is kind of he's like a German Shepherd on steroids.
She's a Belgian Shepherd, which are cousins with the German Shepherds.
They have straight backs.
Yes, they do, and they're very athletic. They're used in military, and they're service dogs. Super smart. She's a very, very smart girl, and luckily, Ludo had some PTSD. He was attacked by another dog, so he was very selective of what kind of personality type he would get along with other dogs, and he took to her really quickly. And I think everything works out the way it's supposed to, and I think that she was a gift to me to help me and support me through his passing. So
for sure.
it was crazy timing, and I'm very lucky to have her. And she's been keeping me busy. She's super smart, super high energy. Nothing like my old boy who liked to nap and cuddle with me, and she always wants to go. So yeah.
So the new girl, what's the girl's name?
Her name is Estrella. She's named after the Greek goddess of judgment.
She's not a lap dog.
She is tiny enough to be a lap dog, and she'll cuddle sometimes, but she likes to go mostly. She's 9 months old and has a lot of energy.
So that German Belgian Shepherd breed, they are constantly looking for direction and the next thing to do, right?
Yeah, and if you don't, they'll
start breaking shit.
Exactly.
So you have her with you all the time, or?
All the time. She is registered as a support dog, and I have all of her documents, so she can go anywhere with me. I didn't take her to Vegas this time just because it's too hot, so she's at home with a roommate.
Okay.
But it's awesome having I went from having Ludo where I had to be
pretty
very
lazy,
careful.
right?
Yeah. To this active puppy where we'll go on a 3 to 6 mile trail run, and then she's like, "Hey, let's throw the ball," and I'm like, "No, let's take a nap." And she's like, "No, we're gonna do this, otherwise I'm gonna go fuck something up. So come on, let's go." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
So what has she? So obviously she's fucked some shit up.
Yes.
Go on.
Nothing terribly wrong, but I love gardening. I love my plants, and this little.
She actually is the definition of a bitch. Go ahead, you can call her that.
This little bitch that I love so much. Dug up some newly planted roses. She took some of my succulents out. She rearranged a lot of my pots, and she's been a lot of fun. Keeps me on my toes.
Yeah, keeps you young again, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I saw something. Let me find it. It said something about how a dog is like having a sugar daddy. Like when you have a dog.
Except for they don't pay for shit.
Yeah, you're just paying for.
Oh, you're the sugar daddy.
They're a sugar baby. I'm a sugar mama. Yeah.
Wow.
It was funny. Let me find it. Oh, being a pet owner is like being a sugar daddy. You waste all your money on keeping them happy, and the only thing they do is look cute and give you attention sometimes.
Wow, that's probably going up on Jessica's story tomorrow. Why don't you just forward it to her?
Okay, we'll do. We'll do.
Make it easier. So all she has to do is just add it to her story, right?
Yeah, I would love to. I would love posting stuff on my story like that.
So now what? Are you still in California, or you're not living in Vegas, are you?
No, I'm just here. We're gonna head back home tonight. I think we're just gonna stay for a couple fights of the Contender Series and then get out of here.
That's right. That's tonight.
Ooh, why don't you should get on Dana's horn, get on his phone, and tell him you want to do some commentary for that.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
It's the only time we have
get
here.
Practice as much as possible.
Yeah. When's the next CFFC?
It is August 16th in Atlantic City.
Oh, so you'll be here soon. Are you here just for the weekend?
For 3
the
days.
15th, 16th, and 17th.
Okay. I was thinking maybe we can. Are you guys still doing 2 straws?
You know what, we haven't. We're trying to kind of reformat and play around with some other stuff. And Angela's fought, like, I think it'll be her 5th fight this year. So yeah, she's keeping herself busy and just really, really staying active. So it hasn't really given us much room for that.
Well, when you're here, we should try to get together and do Menace and The Man. We'll get you in studio with us, and we'll call Angela Hill.
We'd have to go to AC.
Oh,
you would get to go to AC. That sounds like a great idea. You can meet me there.
We would get to go to AC.
Mm-hmm.
And see the lovely Jessica Penne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potential.
Sounds like a fun time to me.
Potential.
And produce an episode of 2 Straws for her and her BFF.
Potential.
Just think about it.
It's in the air. It's in the air. So what's
putting it out there.
What's Jessica Penne's relationship status at the moment?
Oh, so single. So single.
Is so single more single than just regular single?
Yeah, so single. I have no time for that shit. I'm just not interested.
What if the right guy came along?
Go ahead, pitch it. Pitch your lines, Stan.
Pitch my lines, Jessica Penne?
Yeah, go ahead. What do you got?
I don't have lines like that. I just talk to them, and if I have chemistry with them, then I have chemistry with them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's not where I was going with this till you just threw it in there. But.
Right. Hey, Jessica, isn't that where it seemed like he was going with this? No?
I mean, maybe.
Oh, all right. I was.
So how about this? What's your type, Jessica?
I'm still figuring that out. My
Attractive.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Stan, you're
Great
out.
personality.
I'm attractive. Enough.
Enough.
I'm sure there's a height requirement, Dennis.
Ooh.
Aw. That was too easy.
Me and Dennis have very corny jokes for each other. I usually make fun of his height, and he just makes fun.
Well, you could put the argument everyone's the same height when they're laying down, right, Stan?
Oh, this is true.
Whoa.
This is true. Okay, back to Jessica Penne. Give us a quick little rundown. What does the guy look like who you might let you take on
Does
a
he
date?
drive motorcycles? Does he have tattoos? Is he a professional athlete? Is he an actor? Is he straight edge, blue collar, white collar? Does he have long hair? Is he clean cut? Does he have a beard? Does he have a mustache?
You know what? Maybe that is why I am still single. I have to really write down. I have to put on my projection board, my manifestation board, what I'm looking for.
Or you could put it out there right now. Put it out in the universe here on Menace and The Man, and maybe it'll come to fruition. We were saying how I haven't gotten married. Maybe I just haven't met Jessica Penne yet.
Whoa.
Whoa. You are smooth, mister. I don't know how you're still single.
I do.
It's a choice. I'm probably similar to Jessica. I don't want the term settling down.
Okay.
Or just settle on someone.
No. Honestly, again, with the self-work stuff, I've just realized so many patterns and stuff that isn't working. So when I'm very focused on just my transformation and becoming the best version of myself possible, and trying to add somebody into the mix just isn't what I'm interested in right now. So.
Okay.
I think the move for everybody is to find someone that makes you a better person, makes you happy, and makes life easier for you. Not necessarily meaning that they're doing things for you, but just kind of like a giving and go kind of thing. Like a team, the power couple.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we need milk. You got milk? Cool. All right, I'm over here. I'm gonna get fucking detergent. Right? Or you pay the bills and I'll fucking make sure this house is spotless. Or right? These are kind of trades, if you will. And you're fucking funny and handsome, and or for some guys like, man, just really do a good job.
Do a good job in the bedroom, is that what
Yeah.
That's true as well.
Some guys, yeah.
Yeah, but those usually aren't the relationships that work out.
Right, because then they get old and they can't do the same moves that they used to do.
Yeah. And lust.
Well,
Level
I think
less,
who
longer
was
than
I
lust.
just talking to? I feel like when, and I mean, it doesn't need to be this, but, when you're getting too old and you can't, like, function properly, get a sex swing. And then,
A sex what?
you don't have to worry about,
Swing.
like, throwing out your back or your knees.
Swing.
Or,
A sex swing?
else. Yeah.
Okay.
That, like, takes the challenge out
Yeah,
of it,
but
so
you
don't hurt
also have to have a partner that's open-minded. If they're like, what? A sex? That's what you think we need? A sex swing? Like, whoa, I was just...
So how would you introduce that into the bedroom?
He just came in one day and like, look what I got on Amazon. No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Either a conversation or I would
I think
have it up one day and she'll be like,
no,
what is that? And be
no.
like,
I think
it's
having
ours.
it up one day... It's ours. No, I think the move would be like, hey, let's spice it up a little bit. If they're like, no, they're like, all right, okay, fine. If they're like, well, what are you thinking? And you kind of, throw some shit at the wall, see if it sticks.
Ease it in there nice and
Hey,
slow.
let's go, hang on. Let's go to a sex shop. Let's go check that out. Right? Hang on. Dude, this is a true story. I was dating this girl, right? We were in Pennsylvania, and we went into a sex shop, and we're checking out, and the guy's like, oh, dude, you fought the other night. And I was like, yep. And, dude, I was pro, but I wasn't in the UFC. It was just like a local show.
Yeah.
Like,
He knew
oh,
who you
dude,
were.
I saw you fight the other night. I was like, what? Sure it was me. I think I got like a free condom or like a cock ring or some shit.
I'm sure that guy tells that story to this day.
He plays poker with his buddies. Like, I sold Dennis Bermudez a cock ring, bro. What have you done with your
Exactly.
life? So, Jessica Penne, maybe we'll see what happens. We'll see if we can get Menace out to Atlantic
Dad's
City for the
definitely
day.
gonna try and get you
I am
into a
not.
sex store in Atlantic City. They're all over the place in there, aren't they?
What'd you guys do for your first date? Well, this fucking idiot took me to a sex shop thinking it was on, but never calling that guy again.
Jesus.
All right, so Jessica, before we let you go, we got to get your side because obviously Dennis thinks he didn't almost fight Travis Browne.
Right.
So what happened that night? You guys are hanging out. Let's hear your version.
With Travis Browne.
Yes.
God, where were we? We were in Sacramento.
We were in.
It was
I
after
thought we were
the-
in LA.
No, it was Sacramento. It was after I just got out of Ultimate Fighter, and it was our a fight appearance to promote the Ultimate Fighter finale, I believe, if I remember correctly. I mean, it's been several years, but we were all out at a social gathering, having a couple drinks, having fun, and Mr. Bermudez tried to freaking fight the
No.
biggest person in the UFC.
No.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. I don't.
She's a lightweight, dude. She had like 2 drinks. She's like, woo. Here's what happened. Me and Travis had to walk around the club. He was like, oh shit, I'm buying shots. Buys like fucking 6 shots for everybody. Everybody has shots. Cheers, drinks some. Guess who's still holding their shot? Jessica Penne. He's like, hey, Jessica, you're not gonna have a shot? She's like, I don't want it. He goes, okay. Takes it. He goes, you're gonna drink it, Dennis. I said, that's funny because no, I'm not. And he was like, no, you're gonna drink it. And I was like, I turned to Jess. I said, Jess, I need you to take the shot because if you don't, I'm fist fighting Travis Browne right now because I refuse to take this shot. She was like, fine. And she fucking was my hero that night.
I saved your life.
Well, I was going to punch and run.
My favorite was after I took a picture of you and him, and then when I showed it to you, you realized like how ginormous this guy is.
Yeah, he was resting
compared
his
to
fucking
you.
arm
He was
on my
resting
head.
his arm on your head.
Yeah.
And in that moment, you turned to me and said, "Thank you. You
Yep.
saved my life."
Yep.
That almost went south real quick.
Real recognize real. Well, yo, we need to get Travis on.
Yes.
Jessica, you fucking at him. I'm gonna at him. We're gonna fucking get him on here.
But we gotta word that story properly.
Enough's enough. Travis Browne needs to know about the fight that he didn't even know was even on the horizon.
The storm that was brewing.
Yeah.
Little does he know.
Little does he know. Little Menace was little.
Well, the funniest thing is when you told the story that you played it out in your head and you were like, when I hit him, he didn't go down. So it wasn't going to be good after you even hit him.
Yeah, I was going to just run right through the crowd because we were like kind of like a VIP-ish section, right?
Yeah, it was a really cool like bar lounge.
Yeah, I was going to jump. I was going to jump on the bench and jump off the bench, crow hop, and then just run right into the crowd off that.
He would have been like, did you just fall into me?
And he was going to be like, what the
did you just fall into me? Like, did you just...
Yeah. Why'd he leave? What's wrong? What's his problem?
Dennis like bumped into me and then took off running.
Yeah.
Yeah, full foot taller than
Yeah.
you. He's got you by like 80 pounds. I think he cuts 265. He's a big boy.
No, he's huge. He's
huge.
ginormous.
Yeah.
He's like the biggest human I've ever seen in person.
Yeah, I'm pretty strong too.
You had a
Yes,
chance.
you are.
You had a
Yes,
chance,
you are.
Menace.
Yeah, grab the
You are.
Snaps a single. Jess, grab the other leg. She's like, nah, you're on your own, homie.
Should have took the shot, bro.
Pussy. And she didn't take it at all.
And then afterwards, she would have been Team Travis. Like, yeah, that's fucked up. You didn't take that shot, man. What a dick.
I know. I am definitely notorious for not taking shots. I'm just
Me
not a shot.
too.
But you look like a shot taker, you know?
What?
You do.
You do.
Hang on. What exactly does a shot taker look like? To me, a shot taker looks like the fucking fat guy with the fucking camo hat at the end of the bar.
You know, you just look like a guy who likes to have a good time
Yeah.
and doesn't really care. Like, oh, here's a shot. Yeah, party.
Oof. Little do you know.
That's all I'm saying. You know, you're a good time.
I feel like so the last few camps I was doing apple cider vinegar shots, and someone told me about like, yo, blow out all of your air and then take it, and it's not that bad. And I was like, I started doing that. Then I started applying that to shots. And I'm like, whoa, this works a little bit.
There's something behind that?
There's something. Blow out all of your air, take the shot, and then just try and get the fucking taste out of your mouth as soon as you can.
Okay.
Because I feel like I have like a weird, like a gag reflex when I take a shot. Like as soon as the alcohol hits the back of my throat, it's like, what? We're trying to get this out.
If
Instantly.
I even like, I have a reflex to a shot before it even like touches my lips.
Same.
I literally just,
Same.
I'm like, oh god, no.
Same. Like as soon as it like fucking passed like my fucking mouth, you know, as soon as it passed my lips, it's just like, throw up. Just get it out. It's the worst.
Well, you almost died one day for turning one down, but we're happy that you're still here.
2 days, 2 times.
2 times. Yeah, Tai Tuivasa almost beat him up one time, too, for turning down a shot. That's a thing with, like, Hawaiians or Australians.
Yeah, like, take a shot. I'm like, nah, good. Nah, I gave you a shot. You will take it. Like, nah, I told you not to get it from me.
Well, now Menace learned. Next time he might take that shot.
Well, I have my new breathing technique where I blow out all my air and I fucking swallow.
Or when they all take it, just throw it over your shoulder and be like, "Oh God!"
Yeah, but if they saw you do that,
say
you might as well splash in their damn face.
Say I'm so fucked up, I missed my mouth, guys. Yeah, make it like you're just.
Yeah,
fucking...
Jessica bumped me.
Yeah.
That's what we should have did.
You had a lot of ways you could have played that other than I'm gonna get into a fight with the biggest guy in the bar.
Versus like, let's fucking slug this one out.
Are you 7 foot? Nope. Good for you, because it's fucking on, bro. All right, well, Jessica Penne, we appreciate your time. And
Hey, thanks for having me again, guys.
Yeah, it's like always the best. I feel like we had a real bro sesh right now.
oh, for sure.
I enjoy it thoroughly, seriously. And when you guys come to Atlantic City and visit me, we'll have a really fun session too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to Stan's gonna buy me a room and drive me and buy me drinks and all those things.
Bro, I need
know
my
what?
money to
Stan's the
take
man.
Jessica on a date. What do you mean? I need to
Well,
spend my money wisely that weekend.
I'm going third wheel.
Oh, you gonna? Ooh, that'd be nice. You can come and do color commentary on our date.
Wow.
That
And
would be
Stan
amazing,
trying
actually.
to put his arm around her. She
And Stan's going in for a. Oh, he's getting denied.
Looks like she's wrist locking him.
Well, all right, Jessica. We don't want to go too creepy on you, but maybe one day, if I can, I'm gonna put that on my vision board. Go on a date with Jessica Penne
God willing.
and see if that comes to fruition.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks so much again for having me.
All right, you're the best.
All right, bye.
Miss you. Bye. Oh shit, Lance Wade's calling right now.
Patch him in.
Yo, is this Lance Wade?
It is.
Oh shit, you on the Menace and The Man show right now?
Am I?
Yep.
I'm just watching your Menace and the Man show. Watching you tell lies to people about your potential hoedown with Travis Browne. You know?
Oh wow.
What are you doing, guy? Like, do you even go to work? Like, did you quit already?
What are you talking about? I was done at 3:30 today.
They still got you on shop bitch duty?
I'm not shop bitch, okay? I climbed the freaking pole today and I cut out like 4 times because the thing was fucking so dry and old and rotting.
Ah, so you almost took it deep today.
Nah, but I was in total control the whole time.
Hmm.
So he says, "How are you, Lance Wade? Welcome to Menace and the Man."
So we got
Hello, Stanley.
Lance Wade.
Brother of about to be the $1 Million Man, Chris Wade,
Yep.
PFL fighter.
State champion, Lance Wade.
Take it easy, Dennis. Take it easy.
State champion, Lance Wade. What do you mean?
Yeah. New York
That was a
State
long time
Wrestling
ago.
Champion.
So what?
That was a long time ago, pal.
JUCO All-American as well, right?
Twice.
Twice.
Dang.
Yeah, those
Hang
weights
on.
get down.
I'm over here naming specs of things I've never done or come close to, and he's like, "Watch it, easy does it." Boy.
I'm glad you said it because I didn't want to be like, he's good. He's a state champion. Dennis wasn't, you know.
That's all right. Dennis was
Tried
you know,
hard.
You know, Dennis fought, in the UFC for quite some time. Whatever, very, very. You want to call it decorated, Dennis?
What?
Decorated UFC career?
Yeah, I won in various ways.
Yeah.
Usually decisions.
I think you earned a few chevrons in the UFC. No.
Yeah, we mixed it up for sure, man.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, Stan, you remember when Lance used to come in the room?
At Lima,
Yep.
a few times. Me and Lance never got to train together. though.
He would have crushed your ass, dude.
No, I remember he trained with he trained a lot with Michelino and
Yeah.
Black Dave.
So Lance used to come into Long Island MMA. We were all relatively. I think I was like 7-2 pro. I think did Chris have a couple pro fights by then? Lance.
He was in the ring of combat, probably.
He was in the
No,
ring.
yeah.
He was like
Yeah.
4-0 in the ring combat.
I think when I came down, it was like you had already I think you may have already
Had like 2 fights in the UFC, right?
yeah, you already had a Barnyard Booyah with Bryce at that point.
Yeah. When he came down, it was after the extension. We had the cage on the other side when Lance was coming
Yeah.
down.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, no, but the extension was after I was even
After the Ultimate Fighter, the
yeah.
extension.
Yeah, I remember having strictly wrestling sessions only in the cage with you.
Yup.
I want to say Andre Harrison,
Yep. Andre Harrison, Ryan Needle.
Ryan Needle, and Chris.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah,
Depot saying that he was heartbroken that Lance Wade didn't stick with it because he was
Yeah.
like, that kid's fucking tough.
Hang on.
I got a job, dude. I was in a tough spot there. I got a job, and I'm like, I gotta take this job.
Were you meter reading at the time?
No, I was, dude. When I was coming down there, I was actually a short order cook making breakfast at a restaurant, at a breakfast place. And I was like, all right, like, yeah, I'll give scrapping a shot. And then like literally, I had a couple of irons in the fire at the time, and National Grid came calling and like, yeah, the job is yours if you want it. I was like,
For meter reading.
no, I started in the call center, dude.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I got my brains beat in by, people, why their bill is too high, or,
Oh.
why they owed money,
Oh.
yeah, it was
You
not an
don't
easy
even like
thing
talking
for
to
me
like
do.
people you like.
Yeah, it
Yet
was not an
alone
easy
someone
thing for me
complaining to
do.
you about some obvious shit. Like, well, did you have your gas on for heat? Yes.
Yeah, like a lot of the times it was like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't sleep with a electric space heater next to your bed all night. Like, yeah, your bill is $200 because you've had a space heater plugged in for a month.
While you're at work. Now,
Yeah.
how did you you just had to bite your tongue and not go Lance Wade on him?
Yeah, dude, like I couldn't like as much as you want to tell somebody to yeah, like fuck off. Like how about that? Like I don't need to hear this shit. I'm like, this is my job. Like if I go berserk on somebody, I'm gonna be in a bowl game, might lose my job. Like not trying to have that. So you kind of just gotta like keep it cool.
Ugh.
And like it's crazy there, dude. Like the supervisors like listen in on your calls, like when you're talking to people.
To hear if you're being a dick to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to like hear if you're doing a good job.
So how long did you do that for?
5 months, and then I got to meter reading and was stuck there for a couple of years, and then I got out to a real job where I was actually making decent money.
That's what up. So
what do we owe the pleasure of Lance Wade calling you right now?
Just kind of wanted to check in on Dennis. I seen him. Having some good old family time up in the sticks, and was just wondering how work was going for him.
yeah,
So are you busy in like 15 minutes, Lance?
No.
All right, we're going to call you back. We're just going to talk to Felicia Spencer real quick, the girl who just fought Cyborg.
Yeah, do your show, boys. Enjoy.
And then we do want to get back to Lance Wade, though, because we got some great stories to get in with you as well.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, there's questions coming my way?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I feel like this just turned into an interview, so.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so we're going to talk to you in a few.
Dennis got his wish, Stan.
What's his wish?
DFW.
Oh, we got a DF.
He wants stories, so I guess, I guess I can solo deliver a few.
Bro, you could
like...
call up and be Cris
Ooh.
Wade. He could do Cris. He sounds just like Cris on the phone.
Hang on. Can't we do like group calls?
Yep. We're going to call up him and Cris.
Yo, start texting some of your homies and let's get a few of them on.
I gotta see who would be.
We could definitely, I believe, do one merge, right?
All right, so Dennis, out of
On an
everybody, who would you want on?
Well, the thing is, it's not
That's Cris.
who was the craziest. It was who can tell the story the best.
Yeah, I mean,
Because in my head, I'm thinking, fuck. Why am I drawing a blank? Who's the little guy?
Who, Mignani?
I'm thinking Mignani, but can he deliver the story the best?
Probably not.
Right.
I mean, I think your best bet would probably be like, me or Cris, or like, my friend Colombo.
Yeah.
He can deliver.
All right. So start texting them
eloquently as anyone.
Yeah. So start texting them. See who wants to come on the Menace and The Man show, and give a couple stories.
Yeah. Tell him 10, 15 minutes talking about DFW, building up Cris Wade's appearance in a week or two.
You want me to call Cris?
I think he's teaching, but he might answer for you and be like, "Yeah, I'll talk about this shit."
Highly doubt it.
All right. So we'll text you. I'll text you in a little bit.
All right.
All right. Peace.
Later.
Man, he sounds so much like Cris.
Well, they're brothers, so that's weird.
No, but usually you don't have the same voice.
Me and my younger brother do.
Who, you and Jaybird?
Me and Jaybird.
A little bit. A little bit. All right, let's try Felicia Spencer.
Can I go get myself another drink?
Yep, you can get me one too if you want.
Fuck you.
Hear me out.
Hello.
Hello, Felicia Spencer. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Good. Stan the Man here. Dennis the Menace Bermudez. Welcome to Menace and The Man.
Well, thanks for having me. Nice to meet you guys.
Yes, big fans of Felicia Spencer. She just came on to the... well, you've been doing it for a minute, but you just really blew up with that Cyborg fight, right?
I guess you could say that. Yeah, I've definitely been training for a long time and competing, training to compete for a long time.
So, how'd you get into MMA?
It was kind of a gradual shift from, training different martial arts, growing up and as a teenager and everything. When I came to the jungle in Orlando, it is when it kind of all became mixed, together and that pursue, competing in MMA. It was 2009 when I started mixing it all up, I guess.
All right, so you started in Canada? How old were you when you moved to Florida?
No, my family actually moved from Canada, so I grew up in South Florida, Southwest Florida. That's where I Taekwondo and Jiu-Jitsu and everything. And so yeah, it started with Taekwondo and started Jiu-Jitsu and then kickboxing when I was a teenager. So, and it all just came from there.
Oh, so you've been doing this since you were young?
Yeah, I was 4 when I started Taekwondo, and I started Jiu-Jitsu. So definitely grew up doing it all.
Oh, so you started this when you were 4?
Yeah. So definitely a lifetime of martial arts. I don't really remember, there's not much life before martial arts. So just.
Oh, what'd you say? You cut out right there.
Oh no, I was just saying lifetime of martial arts, and I don't have.
We might have a bad connection right now. You keep going in and out a little bit. Give me one moment. Can you hear me now? Hello? Felicia?
She fucking hates you, dude.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, she does.
Felicia?
She's like, total dud.
I don't know why it's not picking up her phone. Felicia?
Maybe hang up, call her back?
We're going to call you right back because we seem to have lost you. Yeah, why the fuck's it doing that?
Tech guy.
I'm not a tech guy either, bro. Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I am back. Had to go and get myself a little.
A little what?
Grape G Fuel.
Grape G Fuel? Hello? Oh, can you hear me now? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on with this.
Look.
We are plugged in.
What's that?
My phone charger. Hello? Yeah, what the fuck just happened? I'm wondering, is it my phone or is it her phone?
I don't know. You lost her, though, dude. You freaking lost her, dude. Guess we gotta get Stan back on.
Who? Lance Wade, you mean?
Lance, yeah.
Well, no, it was from once you got up.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's coming over here.
No, once you got up, though, and, like, malarkeyed it. Juggled it a little bit.
It should be rigging, you know?
Yeah.
That wire doesn't even come over my way, no?
Nope. We'll get back to our one moment.
Yeah, I'm on 7 percentile. Would you believe that?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened that this thing's not coming through no more.
I guess we gotta end the episode.
What'd you say?
I guess we gotta end the episode.
No. Give me one moment and I'll figure it out.
Hey guys, it's me. I'm down here.
I'm trying to call your phone to see if it's ringing.
Stan, did you just fart, dude?
No.
I'm pretty sure I heard a fart.
No. Yeah, why isn't this thing? It's not even calling you?
No.
Interesting.
So maybe you gotta pay your bill.
I've paid my bill.
I mean, you have, but is it paid up? Is it paid up?
Mm-hmm.
To know how you get.
What do you mean you know how I get?
Fucking owing people money and shit, nigga.
No. That has nothing to do with my phone bill.
Because if you owe people that take control of your phone money, you know? Dang.
It's something with my plug-in cord, but we'll try her again in one moment. I'm going to reset my phone. I want to start doing things through like a call analog.
I don't even know what that is, Stan.
Like you can set it up on the computer to where you're taking all the phone calls through the computer.
Oh, it's called...
You don't know what the fuck it's called.
Yes, I do, you little bitch.
You definitely don't, bro.
Oh, I definitely don't?
Nope, no chance.
It is called... Oh, fuck, what is it?
Yeah. It is not even calling you.
Yeah, because you got to pay your bill. Stan? Whoa!
Now it is.
Whoa! Why stop ringing?
Hey, Stan. Is this better?
Yeah, sorry about that, Felicia. Something was going on with our connection here.
Felicia! What
I'm glad
is
I got
up?
worked out. Hi.
No, Stan, you know, my co-host over here, Stan, I let him have like one job and he can't handle it.
Well, now we'll call it fresh,
Yeah.
fresh start. Felicia Spencer, welcome
Would
to
you
Menace and
believe
The Man.
It happens. It happens.
Well, hang on. You can't just let those things slide, okay? There's got to be repercussions.
Stan the Man here. Dennis the Menace Bermudez is the guy you hear trying to create some conflict, but that's just something he likes to do.
Hey, what do you think? One leg kick?
Maybe two.
Two? Oh!
Two? Why you gonna,
Wow.
have, you
Stan.
have you ever seen Dennis fight? You just did me dirty, Felicia, because now he's going to like stick to that. He's going to be like, nope, she said I owe you two.
Sorry about that, Stan.
He's not taking it back. I love it. So, Felicia, you're like a little bit evil.
A little what? A little
You're
evil,
like,
you said?
yeah, I've watched you fight multiple times.
Well, it definitely, I guess, there's a flip that gets switched once in a while.
Yeah. Well, I think I know the switch. It's fuck it. Just
Yep.
full send. Because if you're like, man, I'm thinking about throwing this elbow, but what if it falls short? She hits me back. Hey, that elbow's not landing. But if you go, don't really give a fuck. Let's send it. That shit lands. She had Cyborg looking like a goddamn unicorn.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah. That was pretty fun.
So, Felicia, I'm sure you've seen that they released Cyborg. What do you think of that?
I can't say I'm surprised. I wasn't really sure what direction that would go, but it's just got some options. Part of the reason why I ended up taking the fight on, pretty short turnaround was I figured this might be her last UFC fight, and I wanted to have an opportunity. So, I kind of knew that was a possibility coming.
So now,
I definitely wish the best to her, though. Hope she has some good offers coming her way.
when you got into MMA, was she like the fight that you always saw?
She's definitely always been on the horizon for me. She, like you said, when I was especially becoming a professional about 4 or 5 years ago, she was, just leaving Invicta at the time. So she was definitely, I've had my eyes on her for a while. So it's, definitely, like I said, I've said it a few times, and I was honored to be able to face her. Things didn't turn out the way I planned, and I didn't execute the way I should have, but I'm still really grateful I had the opportunity to fight a legend. So.
You know who else has had his eyes on her?
Who?
Stan.
Me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Stan, if she was like, you want a piece of this? You wouldn't?
Would I fight her or hook up with her?
Hook up with her.
Cyborg?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Come on, Stan.
Nah, I'd be more interested in Felicia before Cyborg.
Oh, Felicia. Whoa, here we go. I mean, I think Felicia's a little bit out of your league, but... Okay.
Well, you can take that up with my fiance, I suppose.
Ooh, who wins into a fight? Does your fiance train?
Yeah, he's a fighter too.
I'm not trying to.
I got my money on your fiance.
Me too.
Because Stan's 0-1 as an amateur, but claims that he thinks he's a black belt.
I've been given a black belt by someone.
He's been given a black belt by somebody. So.
Well, that's good. Congrats. It's a big accomplishment.
I've got black belts in my closet, like fucking some Levi's, fucking Ted Baker.
Well, I consider myself like an old school gym legend. But even past that, I'm not trying to fight Felicia Spencer's fiance. Once she said she has a fiance, I'm good. We'll end that
he would
conversation.
mollywop your ass.
He might kick your ass too.
Ah.
Yeah, he might. How big is your fiance?
He fights at 170, walks around, a little heavier than that.
Yeah, same.
Closer to 200.
You don't fight at 170, so I'm putting my money on Felicia's fiance against you as well.
Okay, Stan. Well, I keep her on the line, so. So what the fuck are you doing, dude? Where do you live?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm in Orlando. That's where I stay. Actually, I'm recovering from my first outing to Texas de Brazil, that restaurant that you eat a lot. So I'm like really tired because I just finished that big meal. My coach took us out to, to kind of welcome me back to town. But yeah, man, I'm just, finishing. I worked all day, so now I'm just hanging out, ready to call it a night soon.
Are there alligators over yonder?
Alligators? Yeah, well, you don't see them walking around the streets of Orlando, but there definitely are, there's a presence of gators around lakes and stuff like that, yeah.
So you don't go swimming in the bodies of water around you except for pools, no?
No, you don't. If you grow up in Florida, stay out of those lakes and stuff, there's enough good, safe places to swim at rather than risking it.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up in a smaller town where there was more of a danger of seeing a gator randomly in the street. So, I knew if there's a ditch with water in it, I'm probably not going to go near it.
Yeah. So I definitely want to catch an alligator in my lifetime.
On your bucket
What
list?
was that?
Yeah, I want to catch an alligator. And not like on a fishing pole. I want to fucking throw a towel over his fucking face so he can't see shit and fucking jump on him and close his fucking jowls. Is that crazy?
Well, a little, but all power to you.
Or let's say I make a noose, fucking throw that on his mouth, fucking tighten that bitch up so he can't bite me, and then we get into a fucking wrestling match.
Yeah. I'd take to see that.
You know?
I got my money on the alligator.
Stan, what the fuck, dude?
Bro, you're fucking tempting fate right there, trying to wrestle alligators.
I've seen an old man do it. I think I could do it.
Yeah, but he's trained. You got to learn the...
No, you didn't see that meme with the old man? Felicia, you've seen this meme where the old guy's like, let's get this fucking alligator out of this fucking little gully. And he throws a towel, totally misses, tries to jump on the alligator. The alligator almost bites his leg off. Have you seen this video?
No. video?
It's pretty old.
I haven't seen that video. I've seen the other videos of the alligator biting the guy's arm and doing the fucking tornado with him and like sending him flying, breaking his arm, dislocating his shoulder.
Is it, Felicia, is the alligator land near you?
Gatorland, yeah, that's right here in Orlando. It's definitely underrated. I've actually never actually been in it, but everyone around me that has says it's definitely one of those places you gotta go to if you're in Orlando.
So are you gonna go?
Am I gonna go?
Yeah.
I'd love to. Just
Hear
happens
me
to
out.
be every time family ends up going, I have to work, or I've just missed out on a few opportunities to go.
Hear me out.
But they always say it was a great time, so maybe sometime.
I think after you and your fiance get married, you guys go on a honeymoon to Gatorland.
Ooh.
Honeymoon to Gatorland, yeah, right. that'd be funny though.
So when's the wedding for you and your fiance?
We're not exactly sure. We're kind of fixing up a house that we bought, and then once that's done, we'll kind of plan the rest. So it's not really something we're stressing, or we're happy the way things are, and whenever it happens, it'll be a small thing and nothing crazy. So just whenever we're ready to move into the house and stuff.
So it's like a really, 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 really strong promise ring.
Strong what? Chemistry, you said?
Promise ring. Like,
there's no date. It's just a promise ring at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Well, we've been engaged for 2
no.
years. We've been together for 5. So, we bought a house together. We're in it. We're in it for the long haul. Just,
all right. So how
we don't want to stress about. We don't want to spend money on a wedding.
Yeah,
and do that
me
whole
either.
thing. We have our priorities straight for what's important, and whenever my big thing was we bought our house. We got to move into it first, and then we're going to have the party in the backyard. So we got to be actually moved into it before we plan it. So
I like it.
We're close. We're
I
close.
like it. So how'd
It's
you
not quite
guys
good.
meet?
At the gym, of course. He came into the gym 5 years ago, and pretty much inseparable ever since. So nice romantic.
Who picked
story.
up who?
Well, it's kind of funny. I guess he tells the story great, but
Get him. Is he
I
home?
He's in playing video games or something in the other room.
What game's he playing?
Honestly, I don't know. He doesn't play much, but once in a while he'll jump on there. But yeah, I was in a fight camp, and so I wasn't really focused on anything but training at the time when he came to the gym. And then I guess he tried to talk to me, but I kept ignoring him. And then after my fight, I started to respond. So it was lucky that he was, a little more persistent, because I was a little preoccupied with the fight camp at the time that he came to the gym. So, yeah.
Where was your guys' first date?
Jason's Deli for lunch, I think. We just had a sandwich or something.
You're
for the first
simple,
time we
right?
hung
You're a
out.
simple girl. You don't need.
I mean, I enjoy the simple things for sure. We definitely, enjoy doing adventures and different things like that. But I feel like I'm pretty grounded. Like I like spending quality time with people, and certain things I know aren't important, even when they come. Money and all that stuff. We were both pretty broke when we met, so at the time that was an outing for us for sure.
Yeah.
So what do you see as your next step in your fight career now that the Cyborg fight's done and she's now out of the UFC? What's next for you?
I know they're signing other featherweights, and so there's a couple other ones coming up. And honestly, I don't really know what they have in mind. I haven't really had a chance to talk with anyone from the UFC, but I know Amanda wants to defend her title. I know that for sure. I don't know who they have in mind or what the next steps are going to be, but I'm definitely looking forward to talking with them. I am looking forward to taking a short time off, of being in fight camp, so I did, 2 in a row, but I'm definitely motivated. The last time I lost, I think I posted about it. The first fight I ever had as an amateur, I lost, and then I went and won, 12 in a row. So I feel like that same kind of motivation is kind of stirring inside me. Like, I didn't execute the way I should have, and it definitely is driving me to want to go back in the gym, right away and start training again. So you'll definitely see more of me.
How'd you come out of that fight? Clean, no injuries?
Yeah, the Cyborg, I had a couple black eyes. I mean, there was some soreness and stuff, but no injuries. I'm doing good. There's barely any black eyes left, so just a little tiny bruise left under my my eye, and I'm sure it'll be all gone pretty soon. And I'm gonna enjoy a little bit of time off. I think it's important sometimes to give your body a break, especially. I know it was a tough fight and everything, so take advantage of that, and then just use that motivation when I start training again.
Girl, you just need like a 6-pack of Coronas and a spa day.
Spa day. I've definitely enjoyed, the week after the fight, I spent some time, traveling in Canada a little bit in the Rockies, so I definitely had some good mountain air, and, it's nice to be back home.
Do you drink beer?
I drink beer, yeah.
What's your go-to
I like
beer?
Sour beer.
Ooh, they're delicious.
I'm not big on regular beer. I do like sour beer.
They're so good.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I usually won't drink anything else anymore.
Now
that's my go-to, or also just drink a cocktail of some kind, But
would you get?
Yeah, I've definitely been enjoying that.
I feel like you can't get drunk on sour beer though.
It's definitely, some of them I've seen even like 6 or 7%. So there's some out there. They're a little bit rare. But most of them are lower percentage. But I don't mind, I enjoy myself and it tastes good. So I hate drinking something that doesn't taste good. It kind of just
for sure. Well, no, some of them do have higher alcohol percentages. However, they're very like sweet and right? Like, how many lemonades could you drink until you're like, well, I'm gonna throw up,
Yeah, well, they're unique, that's for sure.
Yeah, I feel like you probably don't drink as much as I do.
Yeah.
Or am I mistaken?
No, I mean I'm not a heavy drinker by any means, but
yeah, me either.
I go through phases. I think everyone kind of maybe goes through phases or not. I don't know. But I'm in fight camp a lot too. So when I'm in camp, there's none of that. So especially being basically like the last 4 months of sobriety, no drinking. Right. I'm definitely more of a lightweight right now than I have been in the past.
Yeah.
Now, did you know your chin was that good going into the Cyborg fight, or did you find out in the Cyborg fight that you could take a punch like that?
I was pretty confident. I know I've been hit before. I've trained for a long time. Even 10 years ago, training with UFC fighters and professional men, hitting me. So I've always known I, could take a punch pretty well, I would think. And Cyborg hasn't really knocked anyone out cold so much as just kind of overwhelmed them. So I was expecting to get hit, and then if I start to, cover or just react in a bad way, then she'll take advantage of that with overwhelming, but not so much like I can't think of any that she's really knocked out cold, so it's not even her thing. So
Me either.
I wasn't expecting that. I was just thinking, well, if I get hit, I need to move, be conscious, and circle and get out. So I was happy with how I reacted most of the time. I'm not so happy that I got hit so much, but it's live and learn.
Enough about Cyborg because no one cares.
Well, I was talking about her fighting. It was just happened to be that she fought Cyborg.
Stan, listen, you can't ask a fighter did you know you could take a hit like that?
Have you ever been punched that hard in a fight?
Me?
Yeah, that's a good
yes,
question.
I have.
I wasn't asking you.
I know that,
Felicia.
but one of the worst things people come and be like, oh my God, it's not like, dude, your takedowns are good or like you're a good striker. It's like, dude, you could take a fucking hit. Like, oh, sick.
Sorry.
Thanks, bro. Anyways.
There was probably one or two that were probably the hardest I've taken in a fight, but definitely I've fought some pretty strong, powerful people before who aren't, who don't have names in the sport so much. But yeah, there was probably one or two that were harder than I've ever probably been hit before.
Have you ever fought your fiance?
However, we don't fight. We train. We have fun training.
Now, is it full bore on your end and a little? What's the percentages when you guys move around?
Well, he's pretty much a lifetime wrestler, and that's his strong point. So he's, he'll pretty much have his way on the ground or wrestling, and he's so much bigger. It's normal for him to win that kind of exchange. I mean, I've gotten him pretty close a few times, and for striking, he's kind of unorthodox. I guess I am too. We're both a little bit odd strikers, a little bit unusual.
Now, but when you move with him, you're definitely trying to knock him out, right?
No, we at our gym,
What?
we have fun. We train smart. We're not trying to hurt each other. If you get knocked out, you're not fighting for the next month. Our gym is definitely moving to smart training. We're not ever trying to actually hurt each other or knock each other out. That's just not. We want each other to have a long career. And
what gym are you at again?
Getting knocked out in training.
Jungle
what was
MMA.
that?
Jungle MMA.
Yes.
Yeah. If you want to have a long career, you can't be getting knocked out in the gym every week. That's just counterproductive.
Well, I mean, any girl I spar with, I want her to try and knock me the fuck out, because good luck. And then...
until you start getting knocked out, and then it's counterproductive to your career,
For sure. And then...
it's a button that, anyone could hit it, so...
Yeah. But hang on. You don't have people that you train with that you kind of think are disposable?
No, I get what you mean. Like, if I can't do certain things to certain people, then they're like the practice dummies. Is kind of what you're getting at. In a way,
kind of. Like
but
there are people that I'm like, this guy will never even become a professional fighter. Let me work my fucking hardest shit right here.
Well, I get what you mean, but we're not ever trying to knock each other out by any means. If I can light them up and tap, I've grown up doing martial arts that are all about self-control. I can throw a kick full speed and stop it a centimeter from your head, and you get the idea that I could have just kicked your head off.
Right. No, I
do. And that's when people give you the real respect in the gym, that you can go hard and not hurt each other.
I've only knocked out one person. It was on accident. Anytime I've actually tried to knock some out, I never knocked them out.
Exactly.
I know what you think. I'm like this bully.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. No, but yeah, everyone at the gym it's like a family there, So
yeah,
there's not anyone there that's not on the same side, and we're all trying to help each other get better. So pretty much everyone in the pro training sessions are trying to become amateur or professional fighters to some degree, and we're all just helping each other get better. So
for sure.
Definitely, we hold each other with a lot of respect, everybody at the gym.
So now, is your Wikipedia accurate? Because I'm reading that it says you're a high school math teacher. Is this true?
I'm an algebra teacher. It's a virtual school, so I don't go to a physical high school, but it's a high school class, and I'm still actively teaching. Very much a full-time job.
All right, I'm going to hit you with some shit real quick. Square root of 81.
What was that?
Square root of 81.
Oh, that's not even algebra. That's mine. That's just arithmetic.
All right, I was just checking.
But yeah, don't quiz me on basic math. Don't put me on the spot. No, it's a great opportunity for me to to connect with people. I talk to a lot of students. I didn't become a math teacher because I'm obsessed with math. I became a teacher because I love teaching. And math, I figured I'll always have a job. I'm good at it. There's always going to be a market for a math teacher. So it was a logical choice there. I like to help people that have a hard time with things, and a lot of students have a hard time with math. And that's really why I picked that path, with teaching, because I just like to help people figure shit out,
That's what's up.
So, the light bulb going off is a good feeling for anybody.
So that's your day job. You're a math teacher by day, UFC fighter by night.
Yeah, I could say that. It's pretty flexible. I train during the day. I teach at night. It's all day for both of them, really.
Will you have to be? Is there a number of money you'll receive per fight where you're like, you know what, this whole teaching thing, I'm gonna push it aside for a little bit?
Yeah, I can't say that there's like a specific number. It's definitely something I've been thinking about for a long time. Honestly, in the past, I was like, man, if I get there, I'm done. If I get to the UFC, I'll be done for a while. But for me, it's also the division I'm in. I feel I'm pretty comfortable with where it's going. But until I'm 100% confident that I'm going to be consistently fighting,
right?
2 or 3 times a year, I don't care what I'm getting paid for one fight. If it's not going to be consistent, then I'm not going to just give up on my future. It's not, I've been able to manage it, balancing everything. It's busy, but I'd much rather be busy and handle it. I can step up to the challenge rather than possibly set myself up for being stressed out about money later on down the road. So I'd rather just wait until I know I'll be consistent, or if I bank something huge, then yeah, maybe. But right now, that's kind of where I'm thinking right now. Just once it gets consistent, then I'll be comfortable
just being smart. The UFC brought 125 into the UFC for a couple years, and they're like, yeah, I think we want to get rid of it. It's like, what? There are people that you're feeding
especially
on that.
With, Amanda's the champ and her Cyborg just left, so I know they're building it, but once I'm comfortable, that I'll be able to be consistent, like you said.
Well, I tell you what, from the outside looking in, and I've only known you for 2 fights now, you've definitely made a lot of noise, and you're very vocal, and you say what you want, and that's not everybody can do that.
Well, thanks.
It's a lot of people can be badass, but to be badass and fucking be vocal is another thing. And be vocal and be relevant and make sense. Some people are like, with price of milk. You're like, what the fuck did he just say? He's an idiot.
Well, thanks. Well, thanks. I definitely appreciate that. Hopefully it's a sign of good things to come, for sure.
Oh, definitely. You're in a spot right now with the 145 division being the way it is. You're 1 fight away, if not next in line, for Amanda Nunes, I would say.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm definitely excited to talk with the UFC about what's next.
And you know what? If it makes sense, it makes dollars.
Oh, for
sure. That's a good way to put it. Yep, good way to put it.
Yeah, that money fight's on the horizon, Felicia, so we want to thank you for joining us here at Menace and The Man. Yeah. When you book your next fight, we'd love you to come back on. We'll talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I want to hear street fights you've been in.
No.
All right. Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you both so much for having me. It was nice to meet you. Hopefully next time Stan will have his act together, though, right?
Yeah. I tell that to him before every episode. Like, Stan, today you gonna fuck up? He's like, yeah, Dennis, I got it. And then he fucks up.
No, that was something was going on there. I wasn't fucking up.
She wants 2 leg kicks, dude. You're getting 2 leg kicks.
You're getting 0 leg kicks, Felicia. He's not kicking me. This guy kicks hard. Have you ever seen Dennis fight?
Gosh.
Yeah, I have.
Stan.
I would need to be drunk to take one of those leg kicks.
Okay.
I'm good.
Felicia, how many drinks should we give him?
Say again.
How many drinks do you think we should give him before?
Oh, how many drinks?
Yeah, he says he needs to be drunk before.
Well, definitely something strong, whatever it is.
Okay, what? All right, Stan, fill her in. What's your go-to?
What's my go-to? I don't know. I'm not going to it tonight. You ain't kicking me. Or you know what?
The weekend
is
approaching.
In honor of the former Invicta featherweight champion, she's probably going to be the future UFC featherweight champion. I'll let you leg kick me once. Not today, though. And just because she said it, just because she threw it out there.
Gosh, she said 2.
And you're getting one, man.
All right.
Take the plea agreement and deal with it. That's what we're going with. One.
Felicia, do you accept, Felicia? Are you gonna take it down
That's
to one?
fine.
All right, fine.
She'll
It's
take
fine
one.
on some
She'll
future
take
date.
one.
We're gonna at you. We're gonna send it to you as well. We'll do a little
All right,
intro.
sounds good.
All right, well, thank you
All
for
right,
joining
well,
us,
thanks
Felicia.
again,
We
guys.
appreciate your time.
I can't wait.
Of course. Have a great rest of your night.
All right, you too.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
My name's Dennis. I'm going to kick my co-host because I'm a dick.
She's the one that said it, not me.
No, you're the one who said it.
No.
You are the one who said it.
No, she said two.
No. You're the one who threw it out there.
Well-
like, you know what? I'm going to kick him for you. And then
She-
she was like,
hang
you know
on.
what? That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. I didn't think she was gonna say yes.
But then you found out that Felicia Spencer has a dark side.
Well, I actually opened up with that, like, you are evil.
So do we want to see if Lance Wade got anything for us?
Yeah, pick up my phone.
You pick up your phone.
I can't reach it.
I can't reach it. All right, well, I'll hit him with your send-off. Well, see you later. We're not going to call Lance Wade. You going to go to sleep?
Pick up my phone.
Pick it up, man. I can't pick it up. You got it all the way down there on the floor. Oh, you're still going with this sleeping thing? Oh, this kid's crazy.
The fuck away from me. Pick up the damn phone.
Bro, go back to where you were sleeping. And do it with your eyes open. Look how great both of those camera angles were. All right, nobody wants to watch you sleep, though. Or maybe they do. Maybe we got some creepers in the chat.
Pick up the phone.
Man, that's really how you play it? You just pretend you're sleeping until... Well, you're getting text messages from some chick, so you can look at those.
No, I'm not. Oh, I am.
Probably the person who owns that fucking dog you stole.
Yeah, right.
So I'll leave this up to you if you want to go Lance Wade, one of your fellow linemen, get a couple DFW stories.
Fine. Calling now. Yo, Throwback Thursday when I was sleeping.
Throwback Thursday to when you were sleeping.
Yeah, on Tuesday.
Tossback Tuesday.
Fuck you, fucking Friday. If he hasn't answered, I'll freaking drop that motherfucker.
Yo,
Yo, get your boy on the line.
Fix that.
how do I do that?
You...
You
Huh?
have an iPhone? You have a freaking iPhone, dude?
I do.
Yeah,
please
so-
hold.
I think you just call him.
So go to contacts.
If you
Add-
add call.
I have to do add call, right?
Yes.
We'll wait.
Don't worry,
I'm going,
Lance.
dude.
We'll wait. So how's your episode going this week, Dennis?
I don't know. This is my second one of the week. No bigs. We're not doing one Thursday because motherfuckers be out.
You were like, I'm going to turn Felicia Spencer against him.
And she fucking came on my team, dude.
Yep, that was Team Menace versus Team Stan, and I lost.
Yeah.
I lost that one.
That was funny. She's like, I have a fiance.
You could fight my
All
fiance.
right, now you're in, John.
Yo, John.
Stan, you there, buddy?
I'm here, John.
Wow.
Yikes. All right, man. You're on Menace and The
Stan.
Man.
Wait, Dennis,
All right.
before you get started, can I ask Stan a question?
Of course. I can't wait.
Stan, how did Triton fights go recently?
I don't know. I wasn't there, but Lima went 5-0.
That's not your thing. I thought that was your thing.
No,
NYFE.
I used to
Stan.
fuck around with the NYFE. Yeah.
I screwed you. Sorry, Stan.
Thanks for shouting out the competitor, but I'm done with NYFE. We're gonna start our own thing one day soon. We're gonna call it Menace Fighting Championships.
Hopefully you can maybe get some barstool-esque slobber knockers with guys that don't really know what they're doing but just have blood feuds with each other.
We want to get some DFW guys on the card. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Lance Wade's gonna headline.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Anything goes. Is it no rules?
No rules.
I don't know. You guys have sneakers on and boxing gloves. Sneakers, boxing gloves, and mouthpieces, and then anything goes.
Like I said, it's just NFL Blitz rules. Blitz 2000. Get nasty.
Yeah.
You don't think you can get no hold barred, no boxing gloves sanction on Long Island?
No. Definitely.
Underground.
Yeah, we'd have to do that. We could definitely do that underground.
Lance bought a house. He's got a basement. We could just fucking get nasty.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, happens. As Mike Tyson said, fuck it, it's a fight. Whatever happens, happens.
That's right.
All right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to organize some half-sanctioned, we'll call them, fights in Lance Wade's basement.
Okay.
I like that. All right, so
now what's going on here? Here's the thing. If we're gonna lay down some stories for posterity here, we gotta have some ground rules here because there's some people I myself am currently, I have nothing going for me. I have no one to worry about. All right. I'm a fucking.
Well, hang on. Every story you guys say, you can lie to us if you want.
yeah, they're all hypotheticals.
That's the thing. Once I get it, there's no lying, but I'm just saying,
hang on, all these stories can be hypotheticals as well. No one's saying these are real things.
Okay, right.
You see what I'm saying? Hey, you see what I'm saying?
Legally, allegedly, yes, I understand.
Allegedly, these things may or may not happen.
So tell us some hypothetical or alleged times that maybe some DFW guys might have gotten to a skirmish or two.
Right. Allegedly, someone may have done coke out of a stripper's butthole or something like that. Allegedly, though.
Allegedly.
I understand.
All right. So let me throw out a story that I've heard. I don't know if Lance. I think you guys. I don't know. Cris said he actually almost died on this night, where he got drug away from the crowd and beat up really bad and almost left for dead by a dumpster. He snuck away because his shirt broke and then he drove back with your father with a baseball bat.
Yeah. So
were both you guys there for that night?
No, me and Lance were playing NBA. I'm pretty sure we were playing Super Nintendo actually, and we got a phone call that was pretty harrowing. Cris was in bad shape.
All right, so hang on. We'll attack that story when we have Cris on the line. Then I want a story where you two were in it for sure. Okay. Why did it happen? Where were you? How old were you?
How much time you got, fella?
Enough time for a good one.
Oh man, let's think. Let's go down. Let's see. All right. Well, you know what? I think we may have dabbled into this story, 4th of July. So, what are we now? Lance, 30. So this is probably going back to high school. This is about 13 or 14 years ago. Allegedly. All right. Let's just start this out. Allegedly, some people. There may have been some drugs involved, like psychedelic drugs. So, all right, we like to get after it. Bottom line is, it's involved myself, Lance, Cris, and our friend Tom and Yanni.
Okay.
Thomas. We'll stick to first names. Because some people have some people might have literally have standing criminal records. So we may have taken a lot of mushrooms, or I may have. So again, things got a little hairy. Lance, I'll kick it over to Lance. Lance has a very, we all have imaginations, but when Lance gets into an outdoor situation, Lance can very quickly revert to a very competitive, like when we were kids, me and him used to like go in the woods and like make weapons and like make booby traps and like try to like make things like hurt people, like literally
hurt people or animals.
No, both. Like both. We did bad things.
Whatever got closest to you.
We would set up traps that when I look back, I'm like, if someone walked into this, like they'd be fucked up. They would fucking get like a sharpened stick with like fucking like give it to them. Okay. So, long story short, we may have been tripping on mushrooms and we thought we were in Vietnam. All right.
I think I heard the story. Continue.
Yeah. So we thought we were in Vietnam. Bottom line, it wasn't exactly America versus Vietnam. I'm pretty sure it was the Japs versus the Russians we were playing. I know the Japs is not a very term, but it was Japanese versus Russian.
Okay.
And but bottom line is, I myself got speared in the face with a piece of bamboo. It ended up being
a sharpened piece of bamboo.
It was like a 1 in 1,000 shot. I don't know if it could be made again.
A spear.
It was far.
A bamboo spear.
It was like you guys know like Zulu warriors like in Africa, like they fought the British. Yep. Yeah, there was like a Zulu warrior fucking through this thing, dude. Like fucking he hit me in the face. It fucking ended me.
Who is he? Thomas.
Thomas.
Tom like threw a spear. It hit. He was aiming for your head. It hits you in the face. Goes through your cheek.
The chances are he was aiming for me because he actually at that point in time he was shot. He had like a blood vendetta on me. He like I think we told you guys he tried to like he would try to like run me over and shit. He would like steal his parents' car.
And then be like, damn, I missed him.
So he sent the spear through your cheek.
Right.
No,
so
not quite, Dennis. It wasn't through his cheek. It just, I mean, talking from somebody's perspective who was also may or may not have been on a heavy dose of psychedelics, that thing exploded on his face. Like,
where did it make contact? On the forehead.
Forehead, face, straight
the chin,
face.
Forehead to chin. It was just
like
it was
cheek,
up.
Mouth, lips.
It just exploded really on his face.
Yeah, like.
How far away was the spear thrown from?
I mean, I got
20 yards.
It was like an exquisite javelin throw with precision that just.
Because Lance, if I'm not mistaken, you were actually on Tom's team. It was Chris and me versus you and Tom.
Oh yeah.
So you were in the general vicinity of where it was thrown. So you had the bird's eye view of what actually went down.
I was in awe of the fact.
I was in fucking La La Land all 1 second, and the next second I was in the fucking dirt. You know, like I didn't know what the fuck happened.
Did you snap out of what was going on?
Lance was fucking. I was fucked up. We didn't know. It was fucking pitch black. He was yelling at me to stop bleeding on him. He's like, "Stop bleeding on me!" Like I was fucked up, dude. We were fucking losing it, and like you gotta, this was we weren't like, big time, pot smokers or like, this is the first time we ever did mushrooms. This wasn't
first time.
This wasn't like we were like, we were like the hippie crew in high school that like just happened to wrestle. Like, no, we didn't really do anything except drink. you know. So that was like kind of, this was like a new type of feeling. Like I never experienced this. Fucking, you know, like I don't know if you guys ever have indulged, but you know, from what I've been told, you know, you like, you know, you look in like the mirror, you start fucking like your face is melting.
Yeah, but hang on, I've heard these things, but like, I feel like you have to take a lot for that to happen.
Yeah, but when it's the first time you're doing it, I mean, no, listen, I don't know, but all I know is it fucking happened. What happened? So my face has melted.
Literally and figuratively.
Like, did you take an eighth?
What?
Like, did you take an eighth? Was there acid on it?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure we all took an eighth.
Each.
That's like we went hard like our first time.
That's insane.
Like,
Yeah.
like we brought it. We turned up like the first time we brought it right to.
Like, so and so
Right to the
does
next
this mount,
level.
and look at them. We're fucking tougher than them.
Yeah, well, basically, how again, you know, sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. Unfortunately, you know.
Right.
So this turns into. I honestly don't really remember what happened the rest of the night because now again, you gotta like this point. Like me personally, I used to get fucked up all the time. Not only like I was always getting hurt, you know, and like I would sleep at the Wade's house. They're, you know, Cris and Lance's parents are very, very patient people. You know, they were like the house of, you know, bring them back, and the downstairs was the dojo of the boys. It was like a no man's land.
I feel like Tom would be like, you motherfucker.
Oh yeah, no, he can be, but like they knew, like they still like you would come down there and it would just be like 12 guys just like sleeping everywhere, you know. Wow. So I made the decision, like we happened to be around the block from their parents' house where our friend lived, so I was like, I'm not going home like this. Like I'm not doing this. This was actually, which is another, just my personal story. This is not too long after I had, Lance, you know this one. I had the Iceland Beach. I may have gotten drunk and jumped into the marshes and jumped into the thorn bushes, and I got poison ivy all over my whole body.
Yeah.
When I was like 14 or so, and I woke up in my bed, and I was covered in poison ivy. I had cuts and bruises. Shit was broken, fucking shit, and like that. So this was not too far. So bottom line, I didn't go home.
Dennis, back to your point. You know, you said Tom Wade wouldn't go for that.
Right.
Don't get it twisted. There was plenty of times where I was abruptly woken up in the middle of the night by my father, or not even in the middle of the night.
Like
abruptly woken up at like 7:30 in the morning on like a Sunday, like a heavy bender, like we're all ossified, drunk, and my dad would be like, "Lance, go downstairs and get your buddy up. He's sleeping and his cock is out. His mother's home. Get him up and get him out of my house now before I do. So don't let it fool you. Don't let a couple like sneaking in
and
late
his
night.
cock is out.
His cock was literally out.
As Tom Wade has told me many times, he likes to tell me that I live my life in the penalty box. You know. Oh no, Lance is right. Lance knows better than me, but yes, don't get it twisted. There was many times where Lance may or may not have engaged in fisticuffs with the old man. You know, there was some. Sometimes we push the limit. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, besides the psychedelic bamboo face spearing, incidents. There was
Hang on. Whoa. That story's not done.
No,
What was?
it's not.
Hang on,
No,
hang on. What? All right. So you're bleeding. You have splinters, bamboo splinters everywhere. What was the? You guys are on. You know, you're not home. What's the move?
Well, that's what I said. I'm not fully sure what happened the rest of that night. We were losing it. I mean, I was in a point where basically we were ruthless to each other at this point.
Did you go to the hospital? Ever?
No.
Ever?
That's what I'm saying. At this point we were ruthless to we had no conception of what the right thing to do was. If something bad happened. We were more concerned with getting in trouble. So someone could be really hurt, and we would just be no, you got it.
No, you're good.
Throw some salt on it. John, you're good. And again, usually I got hurt a lot. I was the one being told you're good. So bottom line is I sleep at Lance's. I said I get picked up the next morning to go, and I tell my dad that I fell off a skateboard, which was
completely believable.
He's like, do you have a splinter in your head, son?
And he did not believe it at all. But again, Lance is a guy he just had no he didn't. He had nothing to say.
Well, he didn't need to take you to the hospital, so it's all right, fine.
I'll take the skateboard.
My dad's not a hospital type of guy. My dad once told Tom Wade, actually, I split my elbow open and I needed stitches. And my dad and the Lance's family was actually at a barbecue, and my dad told him that he would put the stitches in himself. We weren't going to the hospital.
Yeah,
we're not doing it.
Yeah, I've got my old man used to do the old butterfly Band-Aid.
Yeah, exactly.
Pinch
it is.
Butterfly it 3-4 times, you're good to go. Let it. Don't take that butterfly off until it heals.
Well, so to conclude this story, really, what the kicker was, again, these guys, were busting my chest. It was a funny story, and then we got a week, and my tongue was swollen like a fucking, I was going into shock, I was having an allergic reaction. My tongue is all fucking swollen. I'm miserable. I can't eat. I can't do anything. The funny part is starting to wear off because I'm in fucking pain all the time. So I go to the ENT. I go to doctors. And
so you finally, how much longer after the spear hitting your face to actually going to the doctors had passed?
I went to an
2
ENT
weeks?
probably a week. I go 2 weeks later, a week and a half, 2 weeks later. I go to the ENT. Finally, my mother is I'm a kid. I'm 15, 16 years old. Fucking I'm losing
in excruciating pain.
Excruciating. So you'll see. So bottom line is we end up. The guy tells me it's fucking scar tissue. He went out and had this fucking ENT was he went out and had a fucking cigarette break and fucking came back and said, yeah, you're good, buddy. A little fucking scar tissue. So, that's basically
another week goes by.
Another week goes by, and I get out of the shower and I I think I got a scab on my tongue, which is fucking retarded because it's your fucking tongue. You don't have scabs on your tongue.
Right.
And I pull out, it's a fucking wood chip. Literally, I brought in a fucking plastic bag to school. It was a fucking long ass wood chip. That was
it was legit. It was legit, probably a 1 inch wide,
what?
2 inch
long. No, this thing was big.
Bamboo,
thing was big.
How? Yo, scar tissue. You're good. Get out of here, kiddo.
My tongue was immobile, dude. When I tell you, that's when you think about it.
Yeah, because you essentially had a goddamn splint in your tongue.
John, was that after you lost your front teeth in the unfortunate boating accident, or before?
No, that was before I lost my front teeth.
Okay.
We're gonna need that,
guys. We got stories, bro. We got fucking.
Yes.
That's not really a DFW story. That's more like a.
Dennis, you and Stan, this isn't even
we haven't even scratched the earth.
No,
yet.
hang on. This might be a weekly installment where we have you guys come on and just give us one story.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't
And
want
we could piece them all together over time and fucking make a goddamn DFW fucking...
the DFW Chronicles.
Yeah.
The teeth shattering isn't really necessarily. I mean, it was me and Lance with a couple non-DFWers. But bottom line is, I may have
DFWers.
We were going across the bay on a boat, and I may have fallen onto the bench may have connected with my face. I may have fallen and shattered my two front teeth.
Wow. All right.
So it was pretty.
That was
pretty bad.
Listen, that was a moment where John picked his head up and looked at me and just a couple words, how bad is it? And I repeated back to him, how bad is it? Question mark. Your teeth are all over your face. So basically he ground his two front teeth into these tiny little pieces. Literally, his front teeth were gone, ground into nothing, because he just took a chunk out of the fiberglass of the deck of the boat with his teeth.
Ugh.
And Johnny's got two fake teeth in the front now.
The
He
oral
probably looks
surgeon,
better now.
Now I'm 30 now. The oral surgeon said to me, we're gonna put in implants when you get a little older, and you grow up, and you're not getting into shit anymore and getting into trouble. So fast forward to about 12, 13 years later, and I still have those same caps that he put on. We have not made the decision for implants yet, because
he doesn't know if you're done with your shenanigans.
Apparently, I'm not mature enough yet.
So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to continue this next week, maybe the week after. We're going to get Chris Wade on soon. We want to make the DFW Chronicles. We got to get the good stories, though. Like me and Dennis both already heard this one when we were at your guys' beach house that one weekend. We want the good shit. Now,
well, let me ask you this, Dan.
No.
How many microphones you got in that studio?
We have enough.
we have enough.
We gotta come in and get off the phone.
Yep.
We gotta come in with some fucking
Yep.
and fucking really.
Yep.
Well, let me follow it up by how long are you guys on for?
However long we got to go to get some good stories. An hour, 2 hours.
Boy.
3
Yeah,
hours.
But
It's
also
not even
that.
enough time.
Yeah,
It's
if
not
we-
even enough time.
If we get a group of people, too, we also got to, make sure everyone doesn't talk over each other. But we're down to fucking bro out with the DFW crew. We got to do it when Chris can do it, so he doesn't have, a fight, which is actually now-ish. Yeah, but we want Chris there. Chris is part of it. He's
had plenty of opportunities.
Yeah, you got to respect the fight coming up. Excuse, though. But
No, we definitely need. Chris is a good. Chris has a good memory of things that occurred, though. Because there's a lot of stories, man. That there's a lot of different. I mean.
we got to put it all together.
That's why I want all of you guys, so you guys can finish each other's sentences.
Yes.
Yeah, no, shit gets a little. Remember? Oh man, I'm just.
Don't even get into it.
Yeah, let's not.
Save it.
So let's come up with some stories for next week.
Yeah,
and
jot
we're
them
gonna
down.
Next week.
Let's get off their airwaves, John. Save
All
your
right,
story.
boys.
Well, next week we're
All
gonna.
right,
boys.
Next week, we're going to start the DFW Chronicles. So we appreciate you guys for joining us. We, again, won't use last names. Thank you, Lance. Thank you, John.
Yep.
Yeah. Even though
all
you
right.
used my last name about 45 minutes.
You can, my last name's Columbo. It's fine. My last name, I don't mind. I'm worried about other people. Like I said, I got nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, hey, what are you gonna do? I lost self-respect and shame a long time ago, boys.
Ooh, I like that. All
All right, gents.
Yeah.
We'll catch you
All right,
next week.
boys.
All right, Stan, Dennis.
right. Thank you for joining us,
Okay.
fellas.
All right, love you.
Thanks for having John
Yeah,
on,
gentlemen.
guys.
All right, bye.
Thank you for having me, guys. I appreciate it. Make my night.
Catch you guys. Boom. All right. That's it.
All right. Menace and the Man, episode 42.
Well, see you later.